God is good. Anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yes. All right, Alex, anything you want to say before we get started?
No. All praise to God. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for everybody in the live. We're doing the YouTube live because a lot of people couldn't join the Discord. It's not going to be like this all the time, but you know, we'll do a live every now and again just so that everybody can engage in the chats and stuff like that until everybody that wants to join in the Discord is a part of the Discord.
Yep. And like
so
we
appreciate
said,
y'all.
If you guys want to jump in, you guys have something you want to say and you're in the YouTube chat, go ahead and type it away. But if you guys want to actually be in the Flock Talk, because the Flock Talk chat is separate, I don't know if it's on screen for you guys or not. It should be, but it's there. If you guys have something you want to vocalize, you have to join the Discord and join the channel. And that way we can get this situated. But anyway, we've done enough talking about stuff that does not matter. Let's get straight into it. It is Flock Talk, meaning that it is time for everybody in the flock to talk about what we want to talk about, like some civilized individuals. You feel me? First things first, and everybody can raise their hand if they have a comment on this topic that we're going to start it off with. But first things first, we're going to talk about is episode 29 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. This episode, we just dropped our reaction today. I know we did not have it up because unfortunately for us, people want to knock out our power and then not turn it back on. So we went days without it, so we couldn't record it. Episode 29, Pop the Balloon. Unfortunately, Meech, your phone is cutting out, gangster, but I think I heard what you said. You said you wanted to talk about the young lady that constantly kept telling people that I can eat you up. Yes, that was something that people kept hearing, and people, I don't know how it rubbed people, but yeah, if your mic is clear, you can go ahead and try to talk a little bit more.
Yeah, see, yeah, like I shouldn't keep saying that. I feel and like it's just like I don't like that when they keep saying I'm down.
Okay, so since you said that, we gonna start the conversation. The people I invite up to the stage right now, how do you guys feel about the lady saying I'm going to eat you up? Let's start it off. So, Young Smiley, go ahead and unmute. You can talk your talk first.
I just feel like, did she mean like in a sexual way or like, because I was kind of confused. She said that like, is you gonna eat me up? Like, what? Like, is you, like, the lady didn't look like a snack. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Whatever. It is what it is. But, and then the other lady popped because how he responded, like, was crazy. Like, what is my response supposed to be to that? Like, you know, of course I'll be froze up or nervous, like, you know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So she did. If the funny part is later on when she said it, I think the second time, she did say, in fact, like, I would eat you up mentally, physically, spiritually. Like she essentially, what the expression "I'll eat you up" means is that I would just basically, like, if we had a conversation, I would dominate you through the conversation. And so when she was saying all the men are not on her level, she would eat them up, she basically was saying basically if we was together, I'm head honcho because you would just let me push you over a lot. But Alex, if you want to break it down, because you are in fact a woman.
So how I took it, because we had a conversation about it earlier in the car, I took it as I felt like she was being, like, she was demasculating them. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like she was putting it on as a challenge. Mm-hmm. Typically when I hear women say, like, I'll eat you up, I'll devour you, I'll dominate you, I feel like they're doing it as a challenge to see what man is gonna, like, go against that. And that's why I said Kevin Gates, because he's not gonna let nobody play with his manhood. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the lady popped on him because he didn't have no bravado. He didn't stand up for himself. Like, even though he ain't got to go crazy on her, but like, nah, that's negative. Like, don't ever disrespect me like that. Because I feel like it was disrespectful.
Mm.
To say that you'll eat up a man. Listen. To say that you'll eat up a man on all levels, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Yeah, that's crazy work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, that's very like you demasculating him publicly, you know?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't making him look better or look presentably good, you know, in front of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Cause his homeboys and his family gonna be like, hey, why you ain't do nothing though? Why you ain't say nothing? You gonna just let her have ups on you like that? That ain't cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She was challenging him for sure.
All right, poetical. What is your take on it? How did you feel? How did you feel about the "I'll eat you up" comments on this episode?
Well, first of all, I've heard on different platforms. I've heard women in general kind of use that tone or language, like telling a man, "I'll eat you up," which is like crazy work to me. Like that's basically a woman challenging a man and saying, like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna dominate you," which is, like I said before, that's crazy work.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how is a man really supposed to respond to that? Because he said, like, he doesn't want to go back and forth with the woman and sit there and argue, because that's going to make him look petty and catty.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's almost like a darn if you do, darn if you don't situation. If you go back and forth with her, it makes you look bad as a man to be sitting there arguing with a woman. But she's saying something that's pretty kind of out of pocket and very much kind of like on the emasculating level. So it's like, how do you really handle that? I mean, I guess you could just do what he did and just kind of like really don't have too much to say, because it's like I'm going to get jammed up, because if I really say what I really want to say, then we're just getting into territory that's probably not going to be good for viewing television or whatever, like watching stuff. It's going to be very inappropriate. It's man, and overall, just her vibe to me overall. Sorry, her vibe overall to me was like, because she had a military background. I remember her mentioning that. So to me, I feel like that played into her saying stuff like that. She probably has a very high mindset of herself when she was talking to the other dude, like, you're not on my level. So she really kind of thinks highly of herself. And probably when it comes to men, to men and challenging men in this way and that way. So it's like, I think those type of women you should probably not touch with a 10-foot pole. It's not worth the investment to me. But
so basically, essentially, because he's 100% correct about it, right? So it did come off as a sense of like superior, like what do they call it, a superiority complex, where you feel like you're above somebody. And it also came down to me and Alex talked about this in the car after we posted the video. We talked about it, and I was like, there truly isn't a correct answer to that type of response, right? Because a lot of people feel like he should have went the masculine route and said, "Oh, you can't eat me up, I'm a man." Like, and talk. A lot of people say he should have talked his talk at her, right? And the downside to that is, if he would have talked his talk at her, there would have been a group of women that were like, "Oh, that's a man right there." But then there would have been a group of women that would have been like, "Yo, why what are you trying to flex at a female for?" So it was like a darned if you do, darned if you don't. I think he handled it correctly by not going at her and trying to match energies, because at the end of the day, you don't know this lady, and you also don't want to mess up your opportunity with other matches because you feel like you need to get in this one-on-one with somebody who, we gotta admit, you already popped on me, so what are we talking for anyway? Right? You're not getting your bloom back. What are we going back and forth for? It don't do nothing for either of us. So I think he handled it the right way.
Okay.
What do you feel?
That's fair. I feel like yes, it is a darn if you do, darn if you don't situation, but I feel like if people would view it as petty or catty, because sometimes I feel like they don't let men just be men. They don't let men like defend themselves. They don't let men just like a lot of people don't respect men's natural nature of being a man. And I feel like his natural nature of being a man was being disrespected. And if he would have defended himself, even though he doesn't have to do it in a super aggressive way or anything like that, like you could bow out with grace or whatever you want to, but I feel like he was being disrespectful. She was being disrespectful towards him. That's no, because if it was the other way around, and that man said that to her, it would be a problem.
Okay. Do you have anything last?
And that's why.
Go
ahead. I mean, I just wanted to say that's why it's like it's a hard position to like come from, you know what I mean, or to respond, because the other woman, Regina, she was all like, well, you didn't have something to say to her when she came at you like that. That made her look at him different. So it's kind of like you don't want the other women to look at you different for not having a response. But then if you do have a response, you're going to get looked at it differently also, because maybe it's like, oh, he's, you know, they might think in their mind it's on some toxic masculinity stuff, that's a term I really don't like to use, because I think it's a silly term, but you know, but it's out there. So it's that double-edged sword of like, how do I respond to this? Sometimes, you know, being silence is golden, as they say. So I mean, I guess you can do it that way and let everybody else kind of like fill in the blank. You get me?
I get you 100%. I'm gonna drag you down so we can let Mr. Too Cold talk his talk. Thank you, Poetic. We'll drag you back up here, man. All right, Mr. Too Cold, how you doing? Probably having some microphone issues.
Oh, my fault.
There you are.
How y'all doing?
Okay, so what is your take on the "I'll eat you up" comment that the young lady was saying on the video? What is your take on that one?
Oh, she was definitely trying to like demasculate the dude who's the other, because like that's just not something you just say out of nowhere. So she used to saying that thing. And well, of course, the other side of me was like searching up her Instagram thing, so that's another story. But
yeah, you got a surprise on that Instagram story, huh? Yeah, man. We couldn't even show that on the video.
But man. It just sucks. I'm glad he was silent, because he would have got more pushback if he responded. And yeah, it's bad the way it is right now.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Meech, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just say all y'all points are valid. I just think she probably be best coming out. I think Alex seen that one time, have a balloon. Sometimes get to people's heads.
Yes.
Maybe she'd probably be best coming out. I was, age. I mean, can we talk about Darnell or the first guy?
I mean, I think both guys.
I think it was Billy.
It was. She said it to.
I'm trying to figure out.
Go ahead.
She said it to the.
No. I'm moving forward to the next topic, because I want to talk about Darnell, because who did he have his eyes on? Why he popped the balloon on potential match? Like he said, I figure out who he had his eye on then.
Okay, so we're talking about Darnell now. Let's go over here so people can get some context.
I feel like he had his eyes set on Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
That's what I feel. I could be wrong though.
That's who Phoenix.
Yeah, the lady that was in like the all platinum, because I feel like she got the best like compliment out of all the other women.
Oh, you talking about when he first? Okay, so I'm gonna play the segment of Phoenix right now, y'all.
I
so
would
y'all
definitely approach you, be like, "Hey, my name's Darnell. How are you?" And I would, I would try. So yes, absolutely. And you have a good energy about you.
Thank you.
You really do. So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said, yeah, if he was out there and he had to approach her, she's definitely somebody he would come up to, say his name, and he loves her energy about her. So yeah, it seemed like Darnell he wanted Phoenix, maybe, but I feel like there was also potentially towards the final two, I think he knew he kind of wanted, but he also, it's weird because the person he had the most chemistry with, which was, I call her freaky auntie in the video. She not a freaky auntie. I was just saying, but the person he had the most energy with was the Kiki lady, which was weird because then I'm like, man, they feeding off each other crazy just so he can, my initial attraction, if I don't have it, then it's not gonna work because I only get one chance at love. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, bro, and I said it in the episode, I said, bro, you've been on this stage for like 10 minutes, right? If you didn't catch initial attraction on your final two, what is the point? I would just flat out just be like, at the end of the day, I had my eyes on somebody else, and I would just take the pop martyr that they gonna do to me anyway, because it's like, we got all the way to the final part, you the final two, you standing up there, and everybody feeling it like, oh, this energy's great, and he's like, yeah, I only get one woman, I just didn't, and she's not it. But before I let Alex and then everybody speak on it, I do want to acknowledge the chat real quick. Towards the eat you up comment, Miracle asks, ain't her page on some freaky timing? Man, that's crazy work. Yes, she had a thirst trap on the start of her Instagram page. We did not comment too hard on her because though she had like that thirst trap, the rest of her page was appropriate. So we don't want people to get the stigma that she is like some OnlyFans chick or whatever. We don't know her, but that first image thirst trap, yeah, that was a warning shot. Kai Mobley said, I would have said, if you feel that, that's on you, but there's only one way to find out. That's a smooth response, because now you flipping the energy onto her, right?
Right.
Miracle also said, him being himself is what sets the tone. No need to change to convert to their typical type. Very true. At the end of the day, one thing that I tell a lot of people is when you guys are out in the dating, and the way I got Alex was I was just doing me. When me and Alex got, she was attracted to who I was naturally, and she was attracted to what I was doing naturally. There was no faking the funk. There was no pretending to be something. There was no energy shifting. It was just being me genuinely. Miracle also said, poor Billy. Alnisa said, yeah, let's talk about it. Hey, hello, love y'all and y'all content. He pumped her gas in that car. That's crazy work, because that comment, we're gonna talk about that too. Valencia said, oh my gosh, alive. Yes, Valencia, we actually went live. Okay. And yes, that was very weird. I honestly felt like that's why the tall lady popped, because she may have felt the way that they hit it off better. Right. So back to our gentleman here, because we did get to this last segment where, like I said, it felt like their chemistry was going really good. So I'm gonna play that for you guys on the screen.
Sorry.
She probably wouldn't be a match for me.
Okay.
And the reason why she wouldn't be a match for me is, it's funny, I love her response and her personality, and it seemed like we jive a lot, like as far as like kindred spirits and everything like that, but I have to have an initial attraction. I only get one woman in my life, so I gotta make sure the woman that I'm with, I'm Gucci. So, right. that's the reason why, and but other than that, that's why.
Okay.
All right, and after that, she proceeds to pop her balloon, but then he also asks for a hug and proclaims, dang, she got good hugs. And I don't understand that part. Don't hug me if you rejected me. Like, That's like that we friends though type mentality. I would have just been like, hey man, here's a handshake. We good. Like, don't touch me. You just said I'm not your type. But how do y'all feel about that? Whoever wants to start this off. Young Smiley, start us off.
So I feel like at the end of the day, like it was a backhand compliment. At the end of the day, and he was doing too much. Dude was over whooping for real. Like, he ain't have to do all that. Like, even in your video, you was like, dude, overperforming. Like, he trying to a deal or some Def Comedy Jam. Like, this ain't the 90s, man. Come on down with it.
Yeah, y'all can't hear Alex's mic. It caught it, so it lowered her mic, but she's in there screaming right now. But yeah, he was overselling. I'm not gonna lie, he was overselling. It sounded like he was trying to win a record deal, like he just said, and a lot of people. But you know the crazy part, a lot of people do like that though. They do like that. I just feel like in that setting, you're in a speed dating scenario. You don't have time to TED Talk every single female that comes out there. He would sit there and through the video be like, yeah, man, I just need a woman that just, you know, I'm just going to an example, but doing a woman that just, you know, takes care of her hair. Because, you know, hair in a theoretical sense is like, and it's just like, bro, just say you just didn't like the chick and let's move on, bro. We don't need you to break down and justify why you don't like her. Once you say your point, you're cool. But Alex, what do you got to say about that?
I don't have nothing to say. I was just ready for him to get off the screen. I'm sorry, y'all.
I mean, well,
no, but I don't know. I ain't have nothing to say about that man. He was very lighthearted, very nice, very cool. But yeah, he overperformer.
All right, Poetic.
I mean, well, first of all, he definitely had a lot of energy, you know what I mean, which worked in his favor. But then again, you know, I think there was one woman on there that wasn't feeling. She said it would be like combating energies or whatever. But as far as them hugging, I mean, I've heard a saying, when in doubt, hug it out. So I don't have a problem with them hugging, like, okay, we mutually, like, we cool. You know what I mean? I think it was kind of, you know, I feel like there might be some capping on his side with the way he, you know, eliminated her at the end. It's like, you had all this time to kind of figure that out. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't like her like that, why get her down to be like the last match? I mean, I think you kind of knew that already, and you know, you didn't have to do it in that way, but you know,
yeah.
After watching this show so many times, people do weird stuff on this show. Sometimes I think maybe it's nerves in the moment or whatever, but you know, people be doing the most.
Yeah,
it's funny sometimes.
Yeah, I will give him the grace of this. Looking at his segment, he didn't get an opportunity to pop anybody. I think it was kind of like he asked the question and people popped, and then they went over it, then they asked another question and people popped, because he did ask a question that was kind of a bit much. But before we get off into that, Mr. Too Cold, go ahead and you know, give us your feedback on that segment, man.
Hey, he oversold himself to lead by himself. That's crazy. Yeah. Why? If you're not attracted to me, why give me a hug? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Like, I don't know. He was goofy at the beginning. Like he'd give me a hug, dude, from high school, yo. Like, shit. Hey, I'm done.
Nah, you good. Mr. Bearclaw, you got anything you would like to say right now?
Yeah, I got a few things. First off, I just love how the dude was like, I gotta make sure I'm Gucci. But you cracking up when you said that. But I gotta defend my man's dog. I feel like he was just fine. I feel like his energy was right on point. Yeah, it was on 10, but I feel like he was being authentically him. You know, from the moment he came out. I think people got to remember, like, y'all, these people are on stage with a bunch of cameras in their faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like he was just trying to be authentically himself. And, you know, it may have been a lot, but I feel like he was being authentic in my eyes. I got to defend him, though. But when people are saying, well, if she wasn't your type, why didn't you pop? I don't think he really had a chance to, because he was going from one lady to the next. And then, you know, Arlette, you know, he was talking to the lady at the end that couldn't make up her mind. And then, you know, the one that's like, you're just not my person. You know, he didn't really have a chance to really pop her. So then, you know, when she came up to the line, you know, he said like, I'm gonna have to pop. You know, and again with the hug, he offered to, because I watched it recently, he offered to shake her hand. She offered to hug.
Okay.
You know,
okay. Hold on. We can go to the game footage. Let's see. Let's see.
Let's roll the tape.
Let's roll the clip.
Tape.
This is the trial of Darnell. Who went for the hug first?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, back over there. Thank you. Oh.
No, I'm sorry. He is guilty. He is guilty. Unfortunately, brother Darnell did initiate the hug. He went out for the handshake, but I think he just wanted to feel. He wanted to feel that sweet embrace one time. He wanted to hug it out like some civilized people. Unfortunately,
he did say he was affectionate.
He did say he was affectionate.
He offered the handshake first, then offered the hug. Okay.
Yeah. Right. You know, he pressed the level 1 super and then was like, you know, a level 2, man. You feel me? Like we gonna commit to it, man. Let's do it.
It's funny. I got one more thing though. One more thing.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think he was being over explanatory either. Like I don't think he was over explaining. Like, you know, like I know Kites, like sometimes when y'all watch the balloon episodes, y'all be like, man, if one more person says initial attraction, like, you know, I feel like he was being very clear with his answers. Like, you know, hey, I like the Mercedes, but I'd rather drive the Ford. And like, I feel like he was being very intentional with his descriptions. I don't feel like he was really doing too much, all in all. But yeah, that's my take.
No, that's a fair take. All right. I don't know who came up first, but
Hi.
Yes. Yes.
So one thing I just wanted to say real quick is, well, I was trying to understand from you, because I know when you was breaking down the video, like you kind of got stuck on Billy's fit, and I'm like, I couldn't really understand why you thought his fit was so bad. Like you kept saying he didn't even try, and even when you went to like back to his page, I mean, yeah, I guess he had a better outfits and whatnot, but it was like I didn't think the fit was that bad.
Nah, G, that fit was horrible.
I mean, maybe I'm just looking at it from a different perspective, and I'm just
okay. No, okay. You know what? No, let's talk about it. That's fair. I'm glad you brought it up. That is fair, because somebody did also comment. They also commented and they called me out and they said, Kite, you tell the woman not to be shallow and pop based off of outfits, but you also got on Billy. Now, here's why I got on Billy. It wasn't for the same reason I get on the females about popping. It was actually about the fact that Billy, one, was an overall good person. And Billy, overall, he had a nice face card to go with him. But Billy hold himself because, one, he's dealing in an environment. It's not like these are like adventurous young 21-year-old, 23-year-old where expression is key and all that, right? When you tell me, when he said that, oh, I'm a children's librarian, his outfit made sense. And I told Alex this. I said, it makes sense if we were at the children's library, right? And I'm gonna bring up the fit so people know what we're talking about here, right? Because it's for a specific reason, right? Let me see if I can get the shot where they go through the whole fit. The whole fit. Okay, we can't see the socks and shoes, but he was wearing orange and black Halloween socks. All right, I'm gonna get on that one. He wearing orange and black Halloween socks. All right, and so my point of coming at him was not that it was when you're going on the show, you were told to dress as if you were about to go on a date right then and there, right? If you know you came out there, and we can say that for majority of these women, and this is a problem that one person, Valencia, actually did point this out in one of the episodes, and I had to start looking at it through that aspect of a lot of the men on the show do not come first date ready. They come very, I'm about to go chill with the homies type fit. Don't come out, if you see all these women and they're wearing nice dresses, they're wearing nice blouses, they're wearing these like nice clothes. Some of them, they rock the casual, but they still rock that casual that if me and you want to go walk into a restaurant at 6 p.m., we're not going to be the sore thumb out, right? I had to go back and look at a lot of reactions. A lot of the dudes genuinely have been coming out like we are about to go to skate parks with the homies, and it's not even an objection, right? Because y'all know, and the fact that I even said it, y'all know y'all can think of about 5 contestants right now off of me just saying that statement alone throughout all these episodes, and they pop up quick, right? As prime example, Mr. Adult Star was rocking a cowboy hat, a chain, and a tank top.
Mr. Adult Star, crazy.
Right. A cowboy hat, a chain, and a tank top, right? So here's why I got on Billy. Billy's fit, right? The reason why I got mad at Billy is, let's keep it a band, right? Y'all can like the t-shirt, y'all can like whatever, right? And even Alex likes the fashion fit. You can like it, but let's keep it 100. Compared to the fits that every other man came out there with, can you genuinely say he looked like he was about to go on a dinner date right now? He looked like he about to barbecue with the OGs. He about to flip burgers with Uncle them. Like,
right. I guess.
Let's break it down, right? And this is why I got mad at Billy, because when I went on his IG, it pissed me off even more because Billy knows how to dress. Billy got them fits. He had them fits. Let's not act like Billy don't know how to dress. This was not his best, bro. My boy is rocking a Picasso t-shirt with some brown pants, some Halloween orange and black socks, with some faded white no, they weren't even branded shoes. And the shoe brand don't matter, but
was he catfishing them then?
He got that at Shoe Carnival.
Was he catfishing them?
He got that at Rainbow. Not
would that be catfishing if you make yourself less presentable than you normally do? Is that catfishing? Yeah,
because some people do that because they don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see if they a gold digger or whatever. Let me, you know.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
But even with that, right? Even with that, the part that set me off was not even the Picasso shirt with the pants, because I respect it for the fact that
Picasso shirt is crazy.
Yeah, I respected it for the fact that it at least matched. That wasn't my problem.
Right.
My problem came when they did the shot and they showed Buddy's socks. I don't know if we can get it. Oh, here we go.
The outfit is
all right. Here we go. I'm gonna pause it so everybody can see it when it pops up.
Going on a date.
Let's be freaking for real. Hey. Let's be for real, bro.
Hey, no, you telling the truth, because certain restaurants don't even let you in dressed like that.
Thank you. Let's be for real.
You're right.
He's wearing orange black socks with the shoes. I don't know if these were intentionally to be white or not, which is if they're supposed to be that color, that's cool. With the beige with the beige pants that are flooding because why is your ankles showing? God.
Yeah, he going to Starbucks with that.
Yeah, homie.
They go to Starbucks with that.
Like, let's be a bank. Let's be serious about it.
Yeah, he go to Starbucks.
I got a real question though. You think he was dating black women before this? Because no sister let him out the house. He was definitely dating snow bunnies.
Yeah.
That's a valid.
House like that.
Hey, you own something right there, man. I didn't even think about that. That's true.
Snow bunny season.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
No, remember that one? Hey, go back to that one girl too. Remember that one girl, the light skinned girl? She was like Hillary Banks, and she was nervous around the guys. Hey, go back to her too. Like she was kind of timid too. Like, are you like really into like blacks? That ain't be true though.
But
I'm actually surprised none of them said that. Like they.
Yeah, they was being too nice. They ain't no real sisters.
But back,
like for real, like steakhouses or whatever he go, they ain't gonna let him in. They gonna say you can order to go.
You can order.
That's true.
But that's my point. But right, so now that y'all are really assessing the fit, when I showed his IG, I didn't even go through the full IG. I just went through pictures of him by himself. And can we all admit, Billy had them fits on, right? We can admit he has some fits, right? And even when Alex,
he did.
When me and Alex was talking about it, because she was really, me and her were going back and forth, because she was like, I liked his fit, and I was like, okay, if you were in a children's library, is that fit something that you would expect from a guy working in a children's library? Yes or no?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now, can you imagine you take your girl to something, somebody name a fantasy like Fogo de Chao or something.
Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, okay.
Fogo de Chao.
If you walked in Fogo de Chao and you saw a woman in a nice dress and then her partner walked through with the Picasso Unk starter pack, would y'all double take at them and be like, is Buddy in the wrong spot? Yes or no?
They got order to go.
Yeah, she got to get up out of here. She got to get rocked.
Hey, you got to order to go.
He gonna have to pick up his food from the parking lot.
Hey, it is crazy because you can put a casual fit on. It's not that hard.
That's not no casual fit. He looked like he was about to go Pokemon.
No, I'm talking about like a dress casual, date casual fit.
I ain't even gonna lie, this whole episode, the man was.
He said he looked like he about to go Pokemon.
Wait, you said this episode was what?
The whole man, every man on this lineup fit was messed up. Dude looked like the Get Out with the Get Out head. Then dude shirt wasn't even like, y'all be coming on here with wrinkled shirts. Y'all don't even iron shirts no more.
Okay, not like that. What about the last guy though? Then I know his pants were too short, but other than that,
okay, hold on.
He was moist.
Okay, hold on.
He was off.
All right, hold on.
Dude was moist. I'm sorry.
Okay, we gotta.
Kite's rolling his ass off.
Because when he said he looked like a Pokemon catcher, I thought of the Bug Hunter, and it did, and the fit was definitely matching. But it's like, all right, look, hold on, okay, because we gotta be organized, okay. So,
some real like what was his thought process? You watched it with the 29. Bro, like do your homework, like make some effort. I don't know.
Right, but it goes back to my point, right? It goes back to the point was my reason for getting on Billy was not because I felt like I wanted him to look like that on like some shallow type energy. If people would have been popping on his fit, of course it's like, bro, come on, fits can change. But it's also, we gotta also remember, like, it's the effort. That's what I'm saying. It's the effort. This is a person you're meeting for the first time to potentially go on a date with. it's the effort. Imagine you sit there and you're like, hey, I'm about to go get a reservation at this steakhouse place, and you come in with your nice button up, you got your nice chain on, you got some clean pants, you got your best kicks on, you look like you about to go to the party and you're the birthday party star, right? You look clean. And then your woman walks in and she's wearing a tank top, some Daisy Dukes, some sandals, and a do-rag. You feel me? Would we not as men start getting on her like, bro, what is my shorty doing, right? Because that's how these men have been giving the women and they fits. Like, and I didn't look at it until a female had to point it out. Like, why do the women gotta look good and presentable, but the men are coming on the show looking like they just got done drinking brewskis with the bros? Like, why is that fair? And that's why I had to get on Billy, because it's like, bro, come on, like, you know you had a clean fit, bro. Like, let's not play. You know how to dress.
And Kites, I'm glad that you getting on, man. Like, come on, we need to do better as black men when we dressing, bro. Like, this is how y'all come on with the first date. Like, that ain't cool, bro. But they used to dating snow bunnies, I guess.
Dr. Umar would be disappointed.
Chill on the snow bunnies.
I mean, you got the still shot up there, and I'm looking at these kicks. I don't know what kind of kicks are those. They look like you got them off the clearance rack at Ross or something.
And let's be clear. Let's be clear. If they're not if they're not designer, there's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, it's not about it. It's just a matter of, do you feel like the kicks helped the fit, or do you feel like he could have wore some better kicks? And it's probably not even the kicks' fault. He got the orange neon stripe socks on. Come on, bro. Like, you know what those socks remind me of? I imagine if we would have saw the other pants leg lift up, he probably had a different sock on. Because that's like the impression I'm getting. Like, he just threw whatever socks he got out the basket. You feel me? No shade to him, but that's the impression I'm getting. You get me?
He went goddamn jellyfish hunting with SpongeBob and Patrick before he got here.
Oh my god!
Like,
I got a take.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Who had a take? Who had a take?
Bear Claw, me.
All right, Bear Claw. I'm gonna drag everybody else down because we gonna be on the subject. So Bear Claw is gonna be the last voice on this. All right, Bear Claw, go ahead, talk your talk, man.
I'm not trying to beat a dead horse at all. It's just that, he comes off to me like one of those, I am who I am types. Like, he just put on the outfit, came out and said, I'm gonna just get my best self. But it's like, nah, man, like, you gotta come with the right fit. It's like my man from the one episode who had the biscuits on, the dirty shoes. Like, you know better. This is not the arena for that. But yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I don't even think it's like the guy that mentioned the snow bunny thing. I don't even think you can get away with this with any woman. Like, when something like this is like, you gotta be date ready. Like, you see so many dudes on here just dressing like they hanging with the homies. It's like the women on here look good. Like, they put an effort in. Like, I don't like it when the guys just kind of like be sloppy dressed. Personally.
Right, because it's, and I agree with that, and thank you for that. And it goes back to, like, I understand why people feel how they feel about how these dudes are coming out there, because we can go through it, right? We got this, right? If Billy would have just, even if he didn't want to get rid of the pants and the shoes, and we will even strike our eye out on the right side and ignore the socks and pretend the socks ain't there. He could have wore a different shirt that would have gave a more serious tone to the outfit, right? Billy, if this fit was, like he said, if he's going to the lot, somebody said that's that cookout trip. I'm gonna stop looking at the chat real quick, but I'm saying if he would have wore a shirt that would have complimented him more, because it's not even about him being big, because big dudes be dressing. I'm a big dude. So he just needed to wear a shirt that could have offset it and made his tone a little bit more serious for the date. right? But one person did point out, let's look at the men's fit, right? we had him with the Gucci on, right? Besides the shorty going at his shoes, if I saw this outfit at a restaurant, of course I'm not gonna look two ways about it. He just looked like he going out to dinner or something, right? This dude right here, he looked presentable. I just don't understand the Count Dracula up flip of the
collar.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. The pop collar is crazy work. But if that's how he rock it, that's how he rock it. One thing somebody did point out that was a problem though, his pants did look like he had like you ever seen that SpongeBob episode, or I don't know what cartoon it was, but somebody had like inflated pants, and the inflated pants pushed everything out and gave him like it just looked like the pants was like he had like a whole bunch of stuff in his pockets. They said BBL Drizzy, chill out. chill out. But
MC Hammer pants.
All right. Then you had Darnell. Darnell, he understood what the assignment was. Nice, clean shirt, some clean jeans, a belt. He looked clean. That's a good fit. It don't matter what restaurant he go to, he gonna look cool, right? That's why we wasn't tripping on Darnell. Billy, we already saw the damage that Billy did. And I won't forgive you, Billy, because I know you got clothes, right? Mr. Get Out. Now, I'm gonna say this. If you took the hat out of the fit, he got it on. He got it on. If you flick the hat off, he got it on. He got the fit on. You got the nice black boots that go with the pants. You got the nice clean undershirt with, you got a nice overcoat that is a different color scheme that gives it that nice little offset, because you can't have black on black on black on black on black, right? He had it on. But then the hat. What's up with y'all trying to come in with these hats? Y'all barbers ain't hitting y'all up. Like, y'all don't gotta throw a hat with every fit. I got a horrible hairline, but I also got dreads. It's snatching my scalp back. That's cool. It is what it is. But even then, I can wear a hat, but I'm not gonna wear a hat, bro. Y'all don't gotta throw hat combinations. This reminds me of when I used to play GTA roleplay, and dudes would put the ghost face mask on every outfit. It's like whether you're going to the beach, ghost face mask. You going out to the little club things in the game, ghost face mask. You going out to you and your homies are about to go get in a police, like go be a police officer, ghost face mask. It's like the ghost face mask don't gotta go with every single outfit. You feel me? Or some goggles. Why you got goggles and you wearing a suit? Like, you feel me? That's how I got that impression, because the hat is cool. You just didn't need to like rock it. Somebody said, I like this hat. Come to Texas, you'll see a bunch. Right, but we not in Texas right now, gang. We not in Texas right now. You feel me? The Bible, like they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. The Romans ain't wearing these hats right now, gang. He came to Rome.
Leave that man alone.
He came to Rome wearing the wrong type of fit right now, man. The hat was too much.
Don't wear his hat.
Right? And then we got to make sure we point out the last dude. Where he at? Now, this dude, he looked like a soccer player. And so I was finna get on him about the pants, and I was finna be like, bro, like, I don't like when dudes be showing off their ankles unless you wearing shorts. And I really don't like shoes without socks. I can't stand it. I think that's disgusting. Don't put your bare foot in no. He said, hey, is that Ronaldo? That's what I'm saying. But I remember when I was looking at a lot of soccer players, and like when they're out of their outfits, a lot of athletes and soccer players wear these type of pants. So I was like, as soon as he started talking about all the sports he be doing, I understood it, and I was like, wait a minute, let me back off a little bit. But he did get it. He had it on, right? He said he looked like Timu Tank. Y'all are some devious people, dog. All right.
It's crazy, word.
So, but
like, I was just.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, but I was just finna say, like, This whole episode of Man was just weird to me. The vibes was just weird for everybody. Like, they need to do better, bro, at picking, like, men and women, like, especially when they come out. Like, they need to do better. It was just horrible for me, personally.
Now, when you say they were weird, can you expand on that? Like, what was the atmosphere you were getting of the men? Were they too serious? Like, were they goofy? Did you feel like these men weren't taking it serious? Just so people can understand, like, your initial feeling of it.
They was giving me that feeling like when you said, and when you was watching like the Indianapolis version, and the lady had the finger in the jar, you was like, she got the finger in the jar. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like they could be like kind of like serial killer-ish or something. I don't know, man. It was just getting standoffish type vibes. Like, it was like, I don't know. I know he got a body in the basement somewhere. I don't, bro. It was just weird. Like, nah, I wasn't jacking it.
Okay. No, okay. You know, it's funny. I actually edited this part out in the video, but I did say somebody looked like it would fit in like those old school horror movies, like where like they got the creepy neighbor that come out with he always got the little aviator coat with some khakis and some shades, and he's ends up being like a mass murderer somewhere in the show. That was the impression I was getting. I cut it out though because I felt like it would have been tasteless. So, but Meech, go ahead, say what you got to say, man.
Two things. Okay, real quick. Why that saying debonair? Yeah. Also, the first girl in the lineup to talk. Be like dealing. She's in the dark way.
Okay. So you said, because your mic cut out, but I think I heard enough of it, so I'm gonna relay it. So I heard the second point. The first point you cut out, but you said, why did it seem like the first girl was in a dark place? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's a good.
Yeah, she was very dark.
But okay. So no, thank you. What?
He can chime in. Let's find he was about to make a point. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out why she remember she got triggered by the question about like childhood.
Yeah, she did get triggered by the childhood question. So
no,
okay.
And then he got it was kind of
okay.
But I do got question for y'all. Do y'all think the childhood trauma question is a bad question, or like do you think he should have never brought it up? Because I don't know, like I feel like that do kind of get rid of like a lot of, like, I wouldn't say red flags, but like people that haven't really healed the right way, or because of their upbringing, you know, and it can affect the relationships that they have in adult years. So do y'all think that was a good question to ask off rip?
Okay. We could talk on this. All right. So the talking point right here is when our brother Darnell came up and asked her basically about her childhood. And so it came out that she said that she had been in the foster system. She had been in the foster system and had recently reconnected back with her original family, that her mother was killed when she was 10 years old and her mother was a victim of murder, right? So to a 10-year-old for that one, I would understand why, right? Because traumatic events that happen in like from your early years, I think up to 12 years old or 13 years old is like when you get the most, like when you're like the most sponge-like, right? And so for her to experience her mother being murdered at 10 years old, I don't think there's a person on this planet that can have that and it's not going to do permanent damage effects on the person. You get me? it's gonna affect you horribly, death in general. But for it to be your mother and then you have to go into the system, it 100%, there is gonna be damage that I don't even think therapy can heal. I think therapy can help with a lot, but it's certain things like that. Like, for instance, a lot of our war veterans, right, who witnessed horrific death on the battlefield. It doesn't matter how many times they talked about it. It didn't matter how many times they said they got over it. What does every single person say? It scares me and it haunts me every night. And it's just because it's permanent memory. It's permanent. You're not gonna just forget it. It's gonna always come in the back of your mind. So I did point out to somebody in the comments, before that question, she was really smooth through the episode. But after that question hit, it almost looked like something activated. And from that point on through the rest of the episode, I told Alex it almost felt like her inner child came out, and her inner child was playing defense. And Alex broke it down better for me. So Alex, if you can tell him what you said in the car.
Oh, child, I don't even remember. But
you said it was like a defensive mechanism.
To answer your question, it is like a defense mechanism, and I don't think by him asking the question, he was wrong for asking it, because you don't know people's lives. He's asking, what was your upbringing like? So by him asking that, he's getting to know, like, you know, how'd you grow up, who you are as a person, things like that. And I don't think he meant any ill behind it. But I do think it did trigger her, and it kind of made her put herself on guard, like on defense a little bit. So yeah, I can't remember everything else that I said in the car, but it was, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, Alex has said in the car, she said, her inner child came out like a defense mechanism. And because to me, the presentation, like if you closed your eyes and listened to how she started responding to everybody's question, it sounded like I was listening to a 13-year-old kid with the teddy bear, like trying to tell somebody to get out the house. Like, you're not my man, or I don't want to move. And it just seemed very like that's the impression I got. It felt like a kid with that guard up. Mr. Yankee, go ahead, talk your talk, man.
Okay, with in the defense of her, I understand what triggered her, because the main thing about it is, once you're in the system, especially being a foster kid. I'm not a foster kid per se, but I've had friends who've been through that system. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, double down that I don't know if she witnessed that her mother got killed or what have you, but in the same token though, being in the system kind of puts you on defense mode anyway, because you don't know whether or not this family's gonna want you, or they out for the money, because it's a whole different ball game. Because remember, she originally said she was really from Detroit, but she was moved around because of the system. So let's put that into perspective. Gotta put into perspective is her trust issues. You think women got trust issues? Try that trust issue when you're in the system,
right? And
then putting your faith and all your chips in on somebody who 99.9% of the time can dump you at, like a bad habit, and that's what she's got in her mind. It is deep rooted, and she just now got back with her family. Where was her family then? When she really needed help. So that's another trust issue on top of that. There's a lot of different variables on that. I don't even think she was really ready to actually step out in the dating world, per se. I hate to say it like that, but as I saw her reactions after the fact of that question, it put questions to me to see her in that situation. And then if you look after the fact if you look very close at how the women was talking, especially what's her face, the one that couldn't do 9 times 9 plus 9, which is 90. Everybody knows that.
Tina?
Yeah,
her. Tina?
You look at it, I think there was one of the edits that they did, and they looked at her after the fact that she kind of, I forgot who I think it was Ealis from Jamaica, yeah, from my hometown, my home. So you got to look at that, man. It was just the way that she was. It was like it knocked her off her circle,
right?
And getting into family like that when she barely even knows the family that she has now, it's kind of a thing. Because remember, even she said family is such and such. But if you look at it on a certain point of view, she never really had a family to begin with, and she's just now trying to reconnect with family that on one side of the spectrum either didn't want her to be around, or the other side of the spectrum didn't even know what was going on.
Okay.
Because she's been out in the system too long.
Okay. No, I think that's that was a great take. Anybody else want to speak on it? Okay, Monet. What's up, Monet?
Hey.
Okay, we'll have Monet speak, and then we'll have Monet speak, then we'll go to Bear Claw, and then we'll finish it off with Smiley on this subject. So go ahead, Monet. And then Tyler, you can come up, you can speak after Smiley.
Here's my thing with the whole asking the question about like her trauma and like her background and all that. In my honest opinion, I'm not going to put everything that I've been through out on the media like that in a recording. I'm not doing that. Like, I understand, the transparency, wanting to be open with a potential suitor. I completely understand that. However, as a way to protect myself, I'm not going to put myself out there. Like, yes, I'll know like what rocks are being thrown out at me because of what I said online or what I said to a person, but I'm not going to put that out there. And it's like, I understand what she was trying to do, but in the same time of her putting out that information, she hurt herself too, because she re-triggered herself as she was talking about it. And it's like, I understand the whole like seeing her like shut down and everything, and kind of her little girl coming out to try and protect her. Like, I understand that, but like, to be honest with you, there's a way to say that you've been through some stuff without saying what the stuff is.
Right. Okay.
Like, there's a way it's a fair point. There's a way to have some ambiguity and some mystery to whatever you've been through, because you kind of throw it out there like, hey, like, I've been through some stuff between not having my peoples there for me, then them coming back into my life. Like, you can say certain things to cause it to be like mysterious. So he's like, you know what? He's been through some things, and I kind of want to, peel back the layers and, see what she's about, rather than just dumping all that on there. Because in my honest opinion, trauma dumping has become so normalized, it's insane. Like, a lot of people can't have a conversation with each other without trauma dumping. And it's crazy. Because you limit your amount to be social with another person by dumping all that on there. Because if you tell me about everything that you've been through within my first 15 minutes of talking to you, what's the purpose of me getting to know you?
Hold on.
Like,
that's crazy. Okay, Monet. Okay.
I'm urinate on that one.
Okay, Monet. All right. No, that's some food for thought.
That's my sweet treat. That's my sweet treat right there.
Okay, I respect it, little sis. I respect it. All right. We said Bear Claw was next.
Hey, I think everybody's brought up a lot of good points. The question is, was it wrong to like ask that question? No, I don't think it's wrong to ask that question. It's a pretty normal question. Like, hey, what was your childhood like? Like, what's the best memory from your childhood? Now, in terms of what, Monet and Mr. Yankee brought up about, like, trauma affecting the answer, that's something you can't control. Right. That's something that Darnell couldn't control. Her popping on that initially because of the trauma, I totally understand. Should she have like left her balloon unpopped instead of getting a new one? I would say no, but I'm not in her shoes. It was something that, really affected her. So it kind of affected her in that moment when she gave that answer. Totally understand that. I don't think it was a bad question to ask, though. But to the gentleman, I think it was Mr. Yankee that said, I don't think she's ready to date if a question like that triggers her. I mean, anything can trigger anybody. You know, you don't really know a person. You know, you don't really know what is triggering to a person. Some people are scared to, like, you know, go on escalators. You know what I mean? Like, anything could trigger somebody. I don't think it means they're not ready to date, but yeah, that's my take.
Okay, no, that's a solid take. Tyler, go ahead, man. Okay. Okay. No, he unmuted. Okay.
There you go.
I had a question, but it's on a different topic, so I'm gonna wait till you guys finish.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Smiley, go ahead. You were next.
Like, I agree with everybody. Everybody preaching. Like, I appreciate everybody takes, because I just wanted to know, you know, if that was a bad question or not, and to like really add on to what Major was saying, like, everybody is trauma bonding and they doing it too early within the talking stage. You're not supposed to do that within the talking stage. You supposed to, okay, let me tell certain things in the talking stage, and then when we pursue this relationship, then okay, I could now dump it all on you, but not just dump it all on you, just tell you segments within us getting to know each other. Like, you know, when we talking, that's the preseason, you know, and then the relationship is like the regular season, and then marriage is the NBA finals. You feel me?
Right,
so you got to break it down in 3 segments, you know? So y'all just doing everything in the preseason. Like, it don't work.
No,
like
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Anybody else had anything to say on this before we move on to the segment that Tyler has to open up?
And Kites, baby,
I don't think.
I just want to interject. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to interject on that. You're right. It is 3 stages: preseason, regular season, and postseason. But sometimes you probably might be that dude that's on the cutting room floor. You just a walk on, man. So you just trying to get in and fit in though. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel you. He might be on the bench. He's in a 6-man.
Yeah. 6 man, man. Sometimes you gotta be that walk on, man. You trying to get your name though, like Bobby Peel, like Peel off
in their contract.
Oh, trying to get that contract, man. It's just kill to be killed on there. You seen it. We see it all every Wednesday though, man. So the whole thing about it is, I understand the question, but I understand both sides of the opinion, because certain questions you shouldn't ask at that time. I get that, but in the same token though, when you just stumble on the question, I think he stumbled on it, in my personal opinion, just for me. I think he stumbled on the question, and then it hit that nerve, man. It turned on an off switch that, you know, it really turned her off on everybody. Like, moving forward after dude. Because the main thing about it is, though, she was flirtatious, she had a smile on, and then that smile just went out the window somewhere. Somehow. It just, her whole demeanor, just, her level of presentation just went downhill, man. And it went from the trade. So I'm like this, man. The main thing about it is, I see the trade women on a regular basis, even though she's from Minnesota. So I don't know about that, but just off the cuff, man, just her demeanor just changed. Though it's like her light just dimmed, and I hate to say it like that, but it really dimmed. It went. It's like somebody turned that dial and just went.
Yup.
Yeah, she powered off for sure.
Okay.
She powered down for sure.
Right. Okay. So
like that balloon.
I don't think
like
it was
that balloon that we saw that looked like a damn breast implant.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, I love you, Mr. Yankee. No diddy.
All right.
I don't think it was a bad question to ask. To be honest, I don't think it was a bad question to ask, because when you're out here dating with intention, you're And what you're really supposed to be doing is gathering as much information about, the woman, whomever you're interested in, so that you can make a correct decision to make the best choice possible. So you got to ask certain questions. Is that a deeper question that can that strike a nerve? Yes, it can. But we've seen on many different pop the balloon episodes where some of the men will ask the women, well, from your past relationship, what did you learn? They'll pop the balloon right then and there. They don't want to answer certain questions to me, which is crazy work. Because if you out here in the dating field and you want to, get picked up by somebody, you got to be willing to answer questions. Not every question is going to be comfortable. Not every question is going to be to your liking, but you got to answer question because at the end of the day, the person is trying to get, a scope of you for them to make the right decision also. And so, it goes back and forth an exchange of information so that each person can feel comfortable in the choice that they eventually want to make. So I do not think that it was a bad question to ask. I think, if we think a little bit harder in the dating world, you got to come up with good, deep questions to ask so that you can get pertinent information as quickly as possible so it can help you make your choice at the end of the day.
Right.
Okay. No, that's a great take. All right. Tyler, go ahead and start us off on this next segment. What is your question that you had, brother?
So my question is the catch-ups. A lot of times, when they do the catch-up, they're not going on dates or they go on one date and it's a disaster. And I'm wondering if BM, do you think BM's going to change it? Or, because I know he's got to be frustrated that every time somebody's matching, they're either going on one date and it's a disaster or they're not going on any dates. And so that's my question, because I listen to your catch-up all the time on every match, and I try to listen to the reason why they're not when they're matching, they're not going on dates. So I'm just trying to figure out, do you think that BM may change it or just leave it the way it is? And why do you think so far that a lot of matches they're not going on dates? Because before, when I was listening to your channel, a lot of them they was going on dates, and after they're matching, and when they go on the reveal, the dates went well. Like some people went on 3 or 4 dates,
right,
and still dating. But it seems like lately nobody's going on any dates. So I'm just trying to figure out: do you think BM's going to change it, or that's my question. I just want to know your what do you think?
Okay, perfect.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to change it.
That's a perfect question. Thank you for switching over to that, because the catch-ups are an important part. Okay. Do I think BM is going to
change it?
Go ahead, Alex. Talk your talk.
No, I was just saying I don't think he's going to change it, because it's showing, even though the catch-ups haven't been what we would have wanted to happen, the catch-ups are showing the reality of dating. People are either rushing into things too fast, they're not compatible, they don't want to try, and because you're on a dating show and all of the world and the internet gets to see it, some people's intentions aren't pure when they're coming on the show. So I feel like I don't think he's going to change it, because this is what's really happening. If he changes it to where that if you match with somebody, you have to go on a date and try to make it work and stuff like that, people not gonna jack that.
Okay.
People are doing whatever they want to do regardless.
Okay, so to answer for my thing before I leave it to the flock so you guys can pick at the carcass. I don't think BM is going to change how they're doing these catch-ups, and I also don't think I think that because these catch-ups are going so bad, a lot of people are frustrated with it and they're misdirecting their frustrations at it, right? Because the catch-ups the whole point of you getting your match is so you can get a person that you want to potentially date. But a thing that a lot of people are frustrated when they see that these catch-ups fail or these catch-ups go wrong or these matches, they don't go on a date and everybody gets mad. A lot of things that you'll see in the comments is a lot of people saying like, this is just a prime example that our let's pop the balloon doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nobody's dating. But people are not understanding it's not the show or the product that's the problem. It's the people that come on the show. Because you guys are blaming the show for the results that happen when the show is off. These people, they get these matches. Oh, I wasn't feeling her. Like the whole Chandler and Mishna thing. You didn't feel her the entire time, but then it backfired, and now you're trying to play hero of, you know, a man just wants to be respected, but then you also get caught in admitting that I only picked her as a rebound. Now you got people in the show saying this pop the balloon stuff doesn't work. Look at this. And it's like, no, blame the individuals, not the platform. These people, they know the rules and regulations that come on with the show. They know about the catch-ups. We are 30 episodes in. We have probably done 20 plus catch-ups. Y'all know how this show works. You know that if you get a girl, you have to go on the date because you're gonna get a call back months later and we're gonna hear, why did you guys go on a date? Yes or no? It's not BM's fault. It's not Arlette's fault that you and your partner or your match did not do the basics, especially since a lot of the people fly out there and they don't have to leave until the next day or the end of that weekend. If you're coming out there and distance is a problem, don't go on a dating show where people are coming from distances. If you're coming out there and you're socially awkward, don't sit there and say, yes, I want to go, this is my match, to somebody that you know your brain is screaming no. If you don't know how to treat people, don't come on the show at all. Because now when we get to these catch-ups, we getting the results we are. If you are opening up a podcast or a YouTube channel or a radio show, do not come on the show in general. Because y'all are the complete problem with the show now. Because now we got these clout hungry demons that come on this show. They get a match because they want to make sure that they don't look bad for their platform. So they're gonna pick whatever person that they pick so they can say on their platform, I did get a match. And then all they have to do is flip the story that, oh, well, I tried my best, I tried my hardest, but the person I chose just wasn't as serious as I was. And people see through it. Y'all ruin the product. So BM shouldn't have to change anything. It's time, if anything, I feel like he just needs to be, or him and Arlette, they don't have to change anything. But if they are, I think that they will be more strict now. All these people that come on here for hitting agendas, get off. You're ruining it. But that's my take. Alex put the speaking order, so we're gonna start off with Smiley first. Smiley, then Meech.
All right, like y'all, you said exactly what needed to be said about the catch-ups, and they grown too. Like it shouldn't take all that time for BM and Arlette. Like y'all not little kids. And then another thing too, we ignoring the elephant in the room, cause the catch-up that really ticked me off was the last catch-up, the Brian, and I forgot the other girl. She shouted out the dude.
Yep, the ex. Mm-hmm.
The ex. How disrespectful can you get?
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, nah, bro. You was on there for something else. You was over-whooping for saying that. That's disrespectful, my guy. Like, that made me cry, cause like that's manipulation, and I've been through that, bro. Like that ain't cool. Like you wasting people time, and Like, nah, bro. Shouting out the X. Now I want to see what the X got to say. Forget his podcast. I want the X to have a podcast. He the one that need to, because I want to hear what he got to say.
So to give people context of what he's talking about, it was the Brian and Felicia virtual catch up, and basically the way she did this shout out, it basically painted the picture that Brian was so horrible she ran back to her ex. But a lot of people paid attention to the detail of she said already that her ex was a good person, it was a good man, and that she was the problem, and that she regrets what she did because she was still in love with him. And so now this catch up was so interesting because for the majority of the 20 minutes, we are getting the picture that Brian is a controlling, crazy, trying to be podcast dude, because we're hearing all his things and we're focusing on, he had to smoke weed twice just to get through a date, and he has an aggressive attitude and all that. And Brian was constantly saying throughout the X, I felt like she wasn't interested in me. I felt like something was off. I felt like there was a problem. And for 20 minutes, he does a horrible job of defending himself, for sure. But in that last little segment where she shouts out the ex and starts bringing up the fact that she's still interested in her ex, it made Brian's whole claim that he was trying to make, it started giving him some authenticity, because it's like, wait, maybe he wasn't tweaking. Like, yeah, the weed thing was a problem for sure, but maybe he wasn't off the mark for feeling like she was playing games with him. So I'm gonna play that segment.
I genuinely hurt that person, who I want to apologize to.
So coming on the show kind of made you realize, like, ooh, maybe I wasn't ready to put myself out there to date?
I think I'm ready to date. I'm just saying that I realize the things that I'm looking for. And I'm looking back at myself on this show and I'm saying, I want this multi-dimensional man. I want somebody who's going to be a leader. I'm looking at all these things and I realize I had that. And I'm humbly saying, because I'm sure a lot of women won't admit it, I dropped the ball, and I was not in a whole place like I am now, the same person to actually admit that then.
And it's like, whether she wanted to admit this or not, I agree 100% with Smiley's point. That is disrespectful, because you just had the whole internet paint Brian and demonize Brian. Because even in our reaction, up until that point, we was like, Brian tweaking, Brian tripping, Brian tweaking. And then I said it was the greatest supervillain plot twist I've ever seen, because right when we got done executing Brian and Brian sitting there laying on a corpse on the side, she just ripped the mask off and said, it was me the whole time. And it was like, hey, yo, like, the freak going on? You feel me? So Smiley, that was 100% facts. So Meech, you're next, man. Go ahead, talk, man. Okay, Meech may not be here. All right, we're gonna go over to Monet.
Hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now, Meech.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's not our let and VM responsibility to set up dates. They set the platform. If you really think about it, it's like an interview.
Right.
Then your best self, you're trying to sell yourself.
Right.
So just think, you leave the show, it's like now you gotta peel back the onions, layers to it. Because a lot of people, I'm gonna say a name, I know. Eric, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he likes to leave it. So remember on the second catching up, not the first one, we gonna table that one. Second one, when he took the girl out to research whatever he took her to, he love bombed, just like Reggie did. So majority of these guys love bomb, they like to do this, you know what I'm saying? Be aggressive. So it's like some women say, like, hey, I only know you for sex.
Right.
You know, so it's not their responsibility to set up these dates and stuff. So they do the catching up, like you say, a month or two later, and then they be like, hey, story goes, You know, hey, I didn't know he was getting a divorce. I didn't know he was, still married. There's a lot of secrets involved. So it's but we like to talk about the controversy and the negative of the catch up. Because some of the positive ones, like the young bro, he stay on the East Coast and the young lady stays in Arizona. They're doing good with them out there. You know what I'm saying? But no one want to talk about the proposal. Nobody want to talk about that. It's other catching up that was positive, but that get overshadowed because we love drama. We like to hear that, hey, I took him to my mom's house on the first or second date. How can you do this? You know? I'm gonna exit myself out of this. Other people want to talk about it,
Hey, no,
that's what I want to say.
That was a great point, Meech. I ain't gonna lie. That was a great point. All right, Monet, you are next.
Okay. So, as far as like changing things, I think they should limit it back to only Arizona residents. Like, I understand what they're trying to do and why they broadened the dating pool by allowing other people from different states to come, but it's just like, oh, I don't want to do long distance. 1 hour flight, 3 hour flight, 6 hour flight. And it's like, it's 2024. If you don't want to travel, then stay home. Like, you traveled on a show so you can get publicity and get your name out there, but you won't travel to see your potential man, your potential woman. Like, no, that's ridiculous to me. And like, one thing they definitely should not do again was that date with Eric and the girl that he was with. Because first off, that was just awkward. Like, I felt so overstimulated watching that because I'm like, first off, he's talking about chicken. Then he's talking about, he just had no etiquette. Then bringing the dog. It was just so many contributing
and then talking about his ex
I'm like,
for half of the video.
No.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, that would have pissed me off. And then she's better than me by just sitting there and letting him talk. Me personally, I would have cut him off and told him about himself, to be so real with you. But like, yeah, definitely no recording the date or anything. And if you do, I guess do it where there's like other couples around, because it lacked that ambiance. Like, it was just so weird. Like, the setting was just weird because it was just them. It was quiet. It was awkward. So definitely never do that again. But I feel as though they should just change it back to Arizona residents.
Okay.
In my honest opinion. Maybe go like one state over, like whatever state is near Arizona. But like anything
Nevada.
that's not a state, yeah, anything that's not like a state away, drop it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because why they keep on trying with that Aaron dude? Is he like a family member to them? Like, they really trying desperately.
No, like,
that's crazy.
Like
he must be a family member.
Hey.
They do not like him.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
Because Terrence be in love. That's why I allowed Terrence.
No,
but we didn't his time. But
hey,
Aaron
Trunks and Goten, y'all fusion dancing right now. Let's stop.
I would like to interject. Thank you.
Hey, get off my man. Get off my man. I don't know him, but hey, let him breathe. Let him breathe. All right, but
what? No,
we do not like him.
Stop that, bro. I'm going to sick of seeing him. I swear, if I see him on the next episode, I'm right.
I'm gonna be on stage
out.
Over whooping. Like, they over whooping with that, bro. Dude don't got no charisma. Boring. Just like
he like
the first but wait. The first girl flaked on him. Then the second girl basically used him for a trip. What the third girl gonna do? What is the third girl gonna do?
For child support, the education.
Like, come on. DM talk to them need to hurry up with that one. I want to see what the third girl gonna do.
He need to be done. Like, he need to be done. I'm not sick of him.
It's not fair because y'all can't hear Alex. It's not fair because if I laugh too hard, y'all can hear it crystal clear. I can hear Alex laughing from over there. I can hear her. and y'all don't hear it. And so it just be like Kite be laughing at everybody. It's like, bro, she get away with it. But I'm sorry. But what was the talking point we were on? BM having to switch up how the catch up things is going. Did anybody else have points that they wanted to talk about on that situation?
I do. I want to say something about that. I hope I ain't interrupting anybody else, but let me just get this out real quick. As far as the catch-up stuff goes, I mean, again, you can't put all the blame on BM and Arlette. I mean, some people come up on this show with different agendas. I mean, I think it was Monet or someone that said that they should switch it to just having it residents of Arizona, which I mean, I don't agree with. It's good that they broaden it up. I mean, the crazy part is that you have people come in there, and it's usually the women, unfortunately, they're the ones coming on the platform, and then they're talking about, well, I don't want to do long distance. Like, that's crazy. You came out here, you're looking for someone, you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for love. You don't want to do long distance, but we've gotten to this point in modern times where there's a lot of women, and even more so black women, who talk about they like to travel and they want to travel all over the place, but you don't want to do that for somebody that you're dating or that you can find love and get married to and create a family. That's like, that part doesn't make sense to me. You can do all this traveling, but you won't do it for somebody that that you can be in relationship with. And again, it's when I've watched these pop the balloon stuff, it's mostly the women that are like, no, they change their mind if the situation is long distance. And so that's been the unfortunate part about a lot of these catch-ups, is like when they start talking to these people or these couples and see what's going on, they haven't gone on a date because either the distance, they're not in the same place, and people trying to work that out. So I don't know. I mean, again, that's not BM and Arlette's fault. They try to screen the people and try to pick the best people to put on the platform. But at the end of the day, after that, other people got to be willing to do the work. If you want to be with that person, if you want to date that person, you got to be willing to do the work.
Right. Yeah, and that is a fair point, because there was that segment, even in this last Pop the Balloon, where she was like, oh, no, it wasn't this last one. It was there was a lady from Michigan, and she said she was gonna get matched with somebody who was in, I think, Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and she was like, I can't do long distance. I don't want to do long distance dating. And everybody was like, wait, you came from Michigan to Arizona to find a Michigan native? Like, what was the point of even coming here? Like, the fact that you flew hours to be here, but you can't date somebody who, I think it was only a 2-hour flight from her, and you took a longer flight just to get here, but you can't do it. So yeah, I agree with him. Mm-hmm. Like, but who was?
Guys, sorry to interrupt. I like to interject on that. As far as girl from Southfield, yeah, we don't claim that, man, because the main thing about it, that's clout chasing 101, right there. That's clout chasing 101. She figured that she could get her name known. She got all these business and stuff like that, and then gonna turn around. Dude's 2 hours. He from Indiana. Dude is, if he can drive, that's about a bucket. That's about give or take about half a day to get from Indiana to here. That was no problem for him to come down there, and he was willing to come down there anyway. But she was playing games on that kid. Well, if I could see what's on the other side and see if there's more grass. That stuff irritates me to no end, because the main thing about it is, once they do that stuff, we can't tell which way is up with this person, because it's like I can't travel like that. So you'll travel to come to Arizona. From Michigan to Arizona, that's about an 8-hour flight by itself, 6 to 8 hour flight. Not to mention if you're taking a red eye or they have layovers.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's a layover and a half. but yet you wanna but yet you can't even go 2 hours. Nah, that's cloud chasing.
And not only yeah, it is cloud chasing, Mr. Yankee, and not only that, the reason why she not on Pop the Balloon Detroit is because it don't get enough views. Arizona is the main one. Arizona is the main one. Indianapolis ain't the main one. New York ain't the main one. New Jersey ain't the main one. Connecticut ain't the main one. Shoot, I even seen the homeless pop the balloon. You feel me?
Yeah.
So all these other pop the balloons, Arlette got it. She the main one.
Right.
Like, she the main network. You feel me? So, like, millions every day. And she don't even got 1 million subscribers.
Which is crazy.
Y'all notice that, right?
Yep, which is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Homeless is crazy.
I didn't even know they had a Pop for Detroit in the D, man. Where they do that at?
They got a pop the balloon for every state, bro. Cali got like 4 different pop the balloons.
Yeah.
Only reason why we don't do the Cali ones is yeah, some of them a little crazy.
Yeah,
I couldn't find another man, and I'm in Detroit. Another man, shoot. Let me find out.
Hold on, let me see.
Find out.
Watch this.
Pop the balloon Detroit.
Yup, there's a channel right here. He's on. It's Joe Davon. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, Joe Davon, Pop the Balloon Detroit. He did 2 episodes so far, and he only got 65K, 24K. I think every single state has had a Pop the Balloon so far. Louisiana,
Korea got one now too.
Yup.
Man,
There's a Pop the Balloon. There's a Pop the Balloon in Louisiana. It's just like he said, the other ones don't get the traction, so that's why it is what it is with that situation. But no, and at the end of the day, that is clout chasing. So it's like, yeah, there's a Pop the Balloon Korea. We was gonna do it, but I don't know if people want to sit there and read subtitles. People want to read subtitles all day, but yeah, there's a Find Your Match Korea edition by 2 different channels. So they're there. I just don't know if people want to deal with subtitles. That's why we haven't done it. But who was next supposed to speak? I think it was Mr. Too Cold and then Poetical. Well, Poetical just spoke, I think. So Mr. Too Cold, go ahead.
Yeah, I think BM need to change. Like, don't dress like you're going out on the first date. You dress like you're going to court, trying to get off on a murder charge. Like, dress like that. Like that, it don't make no sense. Like, everybody dressed differently on the first date.
That's important. That's like you trying to beat a murder. Nah, you really had some dudes suited and booted, tattoos covered up, everything.
Some of them, you saw how Young Thug was dressed up, and then he just gave up afterwards.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
And leave the business at home. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Because yeah, you go there for love. And they be mostly talking about their business on the catch up. Like every time, goddamn, they bring up their business first, and instead of trying to get to know each other, and it don't make no sense. And 100%. homie on the last one wasn't tripping. Like, when you going hard for your lady, when you going hard for someone, you know if they feeling you or not.
Okay.
Even though he was tripping with the blunts, though.
Yeah, he was tripping with the blunts. We not going to. Like I told him like I said in the catch up, we don't forget. you still smoke. You still rolled up 2 blunts in 2 hours, bro. We will not. You will not forget. You go on that one. But
some people smoke more than that. But
Poetical, I think you were the last one on this segment. I don't know if you still had something you wanted to say, and then we're gonna move on to the question that Monet has. So I'm gonna be dragging everybody down until her question comes up. So Poetical, you have the floor, brother.
Well, I mean, I think I pretty much already said what I wanted to say about the topic. I mean, of course they're gonna adjust and tweak things. I mean, I've been enjoying watching the pop the balloon stuff. I mean, I found out about your channel about a month ago, month and a half. So I've been watching. I definitely enjoy what y'all do. Y'all make it a lot more enjoyable to watch. The
I appreciate you.
pop the balloon. That's why I was all like, I guess y'all had the power outage recently or whatever. Somebody mess up with y'all power, but I know you usually drop on Wednesdays, and I'm like, where is it at? Where is it at? And it was like it wasn't there.
How do you
going through it, bro? We was going through it.
How do you join the Discord?
I was waiting for y'all.
Somebody needs the link to the Discord. Go ahead, political. I'm political. My fault.
Yeah. I was just waiting to hear y'all because when I watch these pop the balloons, like now I've gotten so used to watching it with y'all commentary, y'all laughter, and the joking behind it. I'm either watching y'all or T Pendel. Shout out to him too because he's funny.
Yup, shout out T.
Yeah, he's really funny. Only sometimes he gets to me he gets a little bit too carried away with joking, and then it kind of like takes away from like really watching the episode. But that's just his style and his way. But I enjoy watching y'all do it the most because there's a mixture of like laughing, but there's also the seriousness and like just wanting things to be better overall. Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I want. Like for us, for culture, just everything in general. I want us to be, to just do things better. I know one thing that y'all don't really get into is the astrology thing. That be making me laugh sometimes when I watch y'all react to that. I mean, I'm not one of those people that's over the top crazy about that stuff, but I do believe that it has a place in the dating arena. So, but I know y'all don't really rock with that. So, but
yeah,
I get
they're just our opinions. They're not facts. They're just our opinions.
I think
I get it.
To touch on the astrology thing, a lot of people, when we say the astrology, like when we go into like the segments and the rants of the astrology stuff, it's all just entertainment. Like realistically, if you came in, if you came in right now and you told me you was a Taurus, I would just be like, all right, cool. Like it like I guess. Like,
oh wait.
Oh no! Don't play the sound. Stop. No, we're not doing it.
Let me do it anyway.
For y'all that don't know, Discord has a thing where it has sound buttons that you can click. Alex took it upon herself to take that segment when I was making fun of how some of the zodiac sounds sound like sororities. So she took all the times I was like shouting like a frat dude and she turned them into sound bites. So if you guys are in the Discord, you guys are in the call, you guys have access to them and you guys can press them and they'll make the sound. But we not doing that here. But he said them darn stargazers. Nah, but yeah, we're gonna move on to the next point that Monet has to start the tone off. So Monet,
all right,
go ahead, do your thing.
I feel so low. So, can you hear me good?
Yes, you're fine.
Yes.
Okay. So I was having a conversation with one of my friends a couple of days ago, and he brought up the topic of how chivalry is dead per se.
Oh,
I don't agree with that statement because I know that there are still some chivalrous men out there and also men who are in their proper placement. However, there is a high percentage of men who are not. So, my question is, do you think, or from your viewpoint, do you think that chivalry is dead, dying, or just rare? Because I argue that it's rare. Like just how it's rare to find a Christian who actually follows the word of God and the principles that he has, it's rare to find a chivalrous man. And then he also brought up the point, because I mean, he did get his feelings hurt a lot, but he brought up the point that women are the reason why chivalrous men don't exist, which I disagree with, not just because I'm a woman, but because, yes, to a degree, they are at fault. I will not dispute that. To a degree, they are at fault. but I wouldn't say that's the cause for all men. So yeah.
Okay.
Break it down.
Hey, what's up, Rollo? How you doing? Hey, real quick, I want to shout out to somebody.
Shout out Rollo.
Shout out Floridian Rollo, because he is on his content thing, and even no matter what the situation be, Rollo will take time to shout us out, to plug us, to it don't matter what's going on. So shout out Floridian Rollo, because you know what? You got to respect people that respect you. So shout out to him. Shout out to his platform. He's in the chat. Much love to you. Back to the subject, okay? Do we believe that chivalry is dead? No. I do not believe chivalry is dead. It's actually funny because one of my 2G1A guys is in here right now. My boy Cinder, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to speak or not. But we have had conversations about this chivalry thing in the dating pool a lot, and so I will say it's not dead and it's not rare. It's just that the bad habits of dating and the bad habits and structures have overclouded it to the point where we don't know how to identify small subtle things that is chivalrous anymore. It's kind of like how if you have a perfume that smells good, right? And you spray it on a person, but then you make that person walk through the dump, right? It doesn't matter if you're in a dump, it doesn't matter how strong that perfume is, the environment is gonna make the dude smell like trash, right? You may catch a little small whiff of it, you may catch a little nuance of it, but it's gonna smell like a dump. So the dating pool is so full of sewage and waste that we have adopted habits that we have women who want a chivalrous guy, and then you see chivalry and it turns you off. And then you have women that expect chivalry but they don't know how to react properly to the chivalry. And Cinder, I see you typing, bro. You might as well just come up and say it if you can, but I don't know if you at work. But I'm gonna let Alex say it, and then I'm gonna start dragging people up so y'all can talk. Y'all talk. That way we can get it. Cause I can go into a 3-hour rant about this, but I know y'all don't want to hear that. So Alex, go ahead, talk your talk.
I don't think it's dead. I just think a lot of people put certain standards and expectations on chivalry. I feel like sometimes, me personally as a woman, I feel like we have a hard time allowing men to be chivalrous in like ways that they feel like it should be. And if it doesn't look the way that we want it to look, or sound the way we want it to sound, or is what we want it to be, it's kind of like it's not good enough. So I don't think it's dead. I just think it depends on the man, and it depends on the woman that's doing it.
And it's like I'm sorry. It's like I completely agree. Like, I don't think that it's dying, because when I think about the term dying and the definition of dying, that's something that's ceasing to exist. Like, it's just no longer going to exist anymore. And to me, I just don't see it that way. And we just kind of got into it because I understand that there are just a lot of contributing factors in the dating pool that cause it to seem like it's dead and or dying out. But I know that's not the case. It's just, chivalry is like this light, and then there's just a whole bunch of darkness surrounding it. That's how I see it. Like, I'm not necessarily trying to play the blame game, because a lot of people, yes, there are some people to blame in this dating pool, but when it comes to certain topics and certain things and whatever, there are just a lot of things that are overshadowing the bright and beautiful parts of the dating game. Okay. I don't just necessarily try to blame it all on one thing if I can.
Right.
Okay. So
yeah.
So I'm about to start dragging people up. So if you guys want to talk on this, make sure you guys press the hand thing because I'm about to start dragging y'all up. One thing I will say, my boy said this. He said, this is Cinder, right? By the way, 2G1A. I think he's one of the most intelligent people in our group. It's just unfortunately he's very busy, so he doesn't be on our videos and stuff. But he said, I'll put it like this: for women are looking for clean water in a swamp, and for men are looking for water in a desert. So that's basically that's a good way to put it. I think that says a lot without having to say a lot. So it's just a matter of, like I said, chivalry, in my opinion, is not dead. We've just been so wired to focus on the bad things of dating that we started to forget what chivalry was as a thing. Like, for instance, a big thing that people forgot, greeting somebody and saying good morning is a form of chivalry. When you tell a woman good morning, how are you? That's a form of chivalry. But people don't understand that. Mm-hmm. When you guys are walking inside of buildings and a guy holds that door open, that is a form of chivalry. When you guys sit there, and there's been moments where you'll see a lot of dudes on subways and trains, and they're sitting down, and a female or an elderly person or a child will walk in and they'll have that child take the seat. That is chivalry. But we focus so much more on what the broader form of chivalry should be, such as like a man buying a girl flowers or a man defending a woman in a fight and all that. We diluted it that we don't take it for what chivalry is. And there are a lot of chivalrous men in the world. Prime example, we demonize it because, for example, we had the guy on the last Pop the Balloon, and then I'm gonna let you guys start talking. The order we're gonna go Smiley, Poetical, Yankee, and then Cat. Guy who brung out the flowers, right? This is how you know we're wired against chivalry. We're wired to start focusing on bad things. He bought flowers for every single female contestant, and then he bought a bouquet for the contestant that he ends up matching with, right? And the main thing I saw from a lot of male people looking at that clip was they called him a SIMP, or they said he's trying to show out, or they said he's playing himself, or he's goofy, right? And you can feel like he was showing out or not, but one thing that is not disputable in that, by him bringing those flowers and saying, thank you for even allowing me to, you know, be something that you were considering on not popping or whatever, or just showing up to the show in general. As a woman, you didn't have to do this, and I'm coming out and you at least heard me out. Here's a flower. That's chivalry. But the internet completely dragged that dude. They're dragging brother. Say he's weird, he's trying to put game on. We're so defensive against things that we should be doing naturally because we stopped doing them naturally, and then when we finally see it, we get disgusted by it. So chivalry, in my opinion, it's not dead. Y'all just don't know what it looked like no more. But all right, Smiley, go ahead, man.
I just feel like people show that to certain people that they like instead of the people that like them. You get what I'm saying? Like, they only show that to the people that they want to be with, but the people don't really want to be with them. Like, y'all dating range. Yeah, y'all type, like, everybody say they got a type, right? But they type don't like them. You have to be realistic. Some people are out of your league. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can't be a bum dude living with my mama and then just say, oh, I want this type of woman, a lawyer or something like that. That girl out of my league.
Right.
You feel me? So I can't, like, you got to be realistic about it. And I feel like a lot of people on that show just, they just be unrealistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Like, it don't make sense. Like, and a lot of people be having chemistry. Like the dude that turned down the girl that gave him the friend hug, that was more they lead. That made more sense. of the dude with the braids that was really trying, and the girl with the green dress rejected him. Like, that's more the type of dude that she like. You get what I'm saying? So people just have to be within their range instead of, oh, I want a Michael B. Jordan. Like, no. You got to settle with a Omarion or a Bobby Valentino or something. or a Ray J. You can't go extreme.
Okay. I want to shout out this. You guys heard me say my shout out to Rollo and how I said it don't matter what he do or where he's at. Rollo could be in the middle of war right now and he gonna show some love. He gave us a $5 super thanks. He always gonna show some love. Y'all need people like Rollo in y'all circle. People that's gonna support you. Even if they don't got nothing to do with you right now, they gonna show some love because it's the respect. He said, great conversation, KiteZz and Alex, and those whom on the panel are having this discussion. Once women and men learn each other patiently, you will see results, which that's facts. All right. So who was next? Who was next up to speak?
I'll go.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna say off the rip is I do believe that chivalry is dead. Now I personally I'm 40 years old. I've been blessed to be on this planet for that many years. I've been blessed to kind of grow up in the generation where there was no technology and then there is technology. I remember when there was no cell phones, no Facebook and all that stuff. And then there's other people who are younger than me who grew up in the technology era and all that. So I've kind of got to understand life on both sides. I believe that chivalry is dead because entitlement and expectations have kind of wiped that out. And I do feel like that comes from the side of with the women. There's entitlement, like a man just trying to do something chivalrous, open up a door or present a woman with flowers, like the little gesture. They say the little things are important, but it's never enough. Because of social media and things like that, you can do those type of gestures, try to genuinely do a nice gesture for a woman, and she'll go on social media and compare it to somebody else who did the same gesture, but it's just grander. And then it's like, well, what you did wasn't good enough. Oh, if I gave you a bouquet of flowers, but you see other people getting bigger bouquets of flowers, dozens and dozens of roses, the gesture that I did seems minute, right? Like it seems like what's that? You should have did more. Well, if you really cared and you really thought that much about me, the gesture would have been grander. Like things of that nature. So that's why I feel like chivalry it's dead. It's not rare. It's like there's no incentive anymore. There was incentive back in the day for men to do something with women kind of carry themselves and they would receive gestures in such a way where it incentivized men to be chivalrous. Now that doesn't happen anymore. Now it's just like you said, one part of chivalry is greeting somebody. Well, now we walk with our phones in our hand, or people have earbuds in their ears.
Okay.
So greeting somebody that's almost like that almost doesn't even happen anymore. Like you almost got to catch somebody's attention and have them take their headphones out the ear just so you can say, "Hey, how you doing?" or whatever. Just a simple gesture like that. Like everybody's kind of isolated off in their own world. So, I mean, it's to me it's dying because there's the incentive to do it. It's just not. It's very much lacking. And it's kind of unfortunate, but I mean that's my position and my stance on it.
And you know what? That's a good. I respect that stance because that is a lot of valid points, and I think that's why I like this Flock Talk thing, is because sometimes somebody can point out something that you're not saying at that moment. So it's so valid. So I respect that. Also want to shout out, this is you guys' well, not you guys' first introduction, but this is the first time you guys seeing them. My boy Ebon Holes, aka this is my boy Cinder. He's 2G1A. He's one of the, like I said, he's one of the smartest people in our squad. So Cinder, if you got something you want to say, or you want to
also
wait.
a thug.
Oh, Thug is crazy.
Oh, I don't got nothing to like say really. I'm just pleasure to meet y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all see me around every now and again.
Yeah, so when he does have something to say, I guarantee he gonna say something with substance. All right, who was the next person that was supposed to talk?
I think it was Kat.
Kat, go ahead, Kat.
I don't know if it was me or something else. I'm doing good. I'm just glad I made it. Okay, I was rushing back home from work. I was like, please let it not be over. I made it. But for me, I would say chivalry is not dead because I experience it every single day. Because I feel like for me, when I was taught chivalry, I was taught it's mutual respect. Okay, it's the respect that the man has for the woman for trying to like, okay, yeah, take my seat. Oh yeah, okay, do this. I'll open the door for you. And it's the respect that the woman has for the man of being like, okay, he's being courteous. Let me say thank you. You know, please and thank you. Okay, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Have a nice rest of your day. Stuff like that. I experience chivalry every single day. Like there's this guy who works the front desk and like does like at my office. His name is Mr. Ben. And shout out to Mr. Ben.
Shout out to Mr. Ben, man. Shout out.
Every morning he says, good morning. I hope you're having a great day. How you doing today? Do you have a good weekend? You have a good day? I'm be like, we have a whole conversation. He starts off my day off right, yo. Like every single morning, like without fail. And I'm always like, I'm doing so good. Thank you so much. Like, I hope you're having a great, blessed day as well. And every single morning, that just lifts my spirits. Every single morning, without fail. And like, I always experience chivalry on a daily basis. I would feel like maybe that's rare for a lot of people, but for me, I experience it all the time. Maybe because it's the work environment I'm in. But I'm always experiencing, you know, courteousness and respect for both men and women around me 24/7. But that's maybe because that's just what I'm into. Like office kind of like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's very business professional, but that might be like the exception to the rule. But I feel like if chivalry was dead or was dying, that means respect would be also in turn dying. And I feel like respect died. So, okay. People are always going to have respect for your fellow human. Well, if you're a respectable person, I would say. Right. Okay. So I can't ever say that dying because I feel like with the way I was taught it, respect would have to also be dying because I feel like you can't be chivalrous without mutual respect. And if there's no mutual respect, then there can't be chivalry. So, yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay, Kat. Okay. No, that... Hey, between Poetical and Kat, because they're both arguing like two different points, I can't lie. They both dropping bars. It's like chivalry is not dead because respect is a part of chivalry. Okay, let's do it. Who's up next? Is it L Dragon or is it Smiley? L Dragon?
L Dragon.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, boss man.
First I want to say, sorry I'm late, like 2 hours late.
You good, bro?
I didn't realize you guys were on Discord. So, going back to the chivalry thing, I can't really say it's dead because that would mean that it's completely dead and no one's chivalrous, and I can't say that because I don't know everyone, right? Two things. First thing, the reason why I think chivalry has decreased to say is because as men we're taught to focus mainly on our financial, like we weren't really taught as men to be respectful and all that. As growing up we were mainly taught as long as we have money nothing else really matters, right? So when we get into these relationships and we thinking that we're doing everything right but we're really not because all we have is money, which we were taught that that's all we need to have, we're doing everything right, but that's not really how it is. We weren't really taught to be respectful, like open doors, do all the things that people would classify as extra, well, people who would call men simps for doing, which really isn't extra, but we weren't really taught to, we didn't really learn that because we were really taught to, as a man, if you don't have your money together, then from a society standpoint, we're not men. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So my take on that is chivalry is not dead; it just decreased because we just start teaching the young men that you're more than just your money. Like you can't, you need to have more than money. You need to be chivalrous. You need to be respectful.
Right.
You need to be all of that. Okay, so that's it. My second point,
right?
The reason why I think chivalry decreases because from a woman, from women, I think it's mainly because of trauma. Because if you're a woman that's in a relationship,
Okay.
if you're a woman that's in a relationship and you've been treating badly, you're in this whole relationship, and you see a man that's being good to you, you don't really know how to receive that because that's not what you're used to.
Right.
And that's basically how I feel.
Okay, no, that's valid.
And those are really good points.
That's valid. That's valid. Who was supposed to be next? Smiley.
Yeah, Buddy is on the nail point with that. Like, it just feels like a materialistic type of thing, and I feel like even like the little things that Charles said, like the men don't want to put effort anymore, even in simple things like dressing, because they like, man, she just want me because I could do something for her. It's always an ulterior motive. It's not genuine. And I feel like that's the reason why we not, everybody's so red pill and F women and all that. But no, it got to be a mutual thing. Like when I watch things, I'm never watching them at the standpoint of, oh, these women, it's the women's fault. Because sometimes it do be them, it be the man's fault too.
Right.
So we can't just here and just blame them because that's red pill. That's fresh and fit, and we not trying to promote that.
Right.
That's what we not trying to do, because that brings the community down as a community. Like it's just not right. Like we need to do that promoting, not single parent households and black unity. Because that's what they want us to do, like the election and all that. Like all of this is just like a distraction for what we need to do as black people.
Right.
And chivalry is not dead because it's still some examples in my family, and other people's family of chivalry, of marriage and stuff like that. So we can't give up hope on that just because we see a couple people hurry up, pop a balloon and not even think about it. Now I don't even look at the balloon the same again. I don't look at the balloon the same again. Like, the balloon is not what I think it used to be.
Yeah, the balloon is for sure cursed now.
Experience.
Yeah, the balloon is cursed now. It'll be cursed for generations. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, no, that's a valid point. I do agree.
Can I say something about the red pill comment for real quick?
No, go ahead, bro.
I don't think the red pill. Well, I agree with you for the most part. I do think the red pill is mostly bad, right? It preaches a lot of like negativity and things that we don't need to pick up. But there is some positives to take out of it, right? I think the red pill is good for the sense of men bettering themselves. Don't be a piece of shit. Don't be laying around in your baby mama's house all day. Go get a job. Go work out. Just be active. Find a purpose in life and go do something. And that's the positive thing I would say extract from the red pill if you ever dived into it or dove into it at some point.
Right.
Because that is correct. I've also fallen down that hole at one point where I was also like watching all these red pill videos and stuff like that. I'm not doing it because I hate women. I'm doing it because I'm hearing guys telling me, hey, better yourself. Stop being a piece of shit. Stop sitting around doing nothing. So I got in the gym. I found a purpose. I found multiple hobbies, something to put myself towards. So I have a reason to get up every day. And so I want to do something. That's probably one of the most attractive things that you can actually do as a guy is have a purpose and have a reason.
Right.
Yeah, but Paul, like a lot of people ain't looking at it at a positive standpoint though.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They looking at it as, oh, I'm gonna, since I'm not getting no play or I'm not getting no females, I'm gonna shoot up everything or go crazy and ballistic.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. They not looking at it. Okay, he's talking about doing better as a man, not getting taken for granted, doing what he needs to do. They talking about it like, okay, these females is destroy all females. And
Yeah.
it's like you could take positives and negatives from each situation, but they mostly taking negative. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of women channels like I don't, I'ma just shout her out like River TV or it's Tay Tay Bay. Like they speak up for man mental health, but they don't get reposted. But you feel me? Like again, Fresh and Fit get posted all the time,
Right.
even if they get demonetized.
Right.
We not posting no women that stand up for men, or it's some men that stand up for women. We don't be posting them. So
I think that
let's
goes
not
back
be
to
hypocritical.
No, I think
negativity thrives.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. That goes back to the point I think Poetical said at the start of the Flock Talk, where he said we focus a lot on the negative. Poetical, if I'm messing that up, you can correct it. But I think that's what you said earlier, or it could have been you, or it could have been Too Cold. It's one of y'all said it. But because I
believe it was Too Cold.
It was Too Cold. Okay, yeah. Because and the funny thing is, Cinder, me and you've had this conversation where we talked about it, and I was like, yo, there was a point when like the Kevin Samuels era was like, it was in its peak. And I was like, yo, this red pill stuff, it do sound valid. Like Cinder said, don't be lazy, get some self-worth, do this, become a man, do all that. And I was like, yeah, like, you know what? Like they're talking, but then it's almost like after Samuels died, it kind of felt like the red pill community kind of like lost the aim that they were aiming for, and it stopped being about.
It went very.
You said what?
It went very demonic after that because they felt like they had to outdo, since they savior and their godfather was like out of the picture now. He was long gone, so they had to go over the top with it since he's no longer here. You get what I'm saying? Because Kevin Samuels did kind of ruin that type of community when he died, because now it's like all these little Kevin Samuels coming out of nowhere, and they have to overdo it because he's gone.
Right. And I was looking, I'm like, the thing is, I understand the backlash Kevin Samuels was getting because he was saying stuff that people didn't want to hear. But at the end of the day, the truth doesn't respect your feelings. The truth is the truth. So, but as soon as Kevin Samuels died, like I said, it felt like a lot of the red pill channels and stuff, they, like he said, they felt like they have to one up. Like everybody has to be the next Samuels. Everybody has to be the next Godfather. And so the only way you can get to the next Godfather is you gotta say something outrageous that catches enough buzz that it sparks a fire. Like then you had Andrew Tate come out. After Samuels died, Andrew Tate came out. And now I got little 13-year-olds talking about being a high value man and how they don't respect dudes that don't got who don't have Bugattis. It's like, you 13, little brother. Like a Bugatti, not even we not even there. You feel me? And so I felt like Cinder had a good point, because the core values that the red pill was founded on was about men being better. But now that the figure or the spearhead has broken, the wood is just flying everywhere, and now everybody's just saying anything. And it turned into.
Can I say something real quick, Kite?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk your talk.
Okay, because I've had this conversation many a time with many different people as it pertains to Kevin Samuels and Red Pill. I watched Kevin Samuels' material. Actually, when I listened to it, I actually fell upon his information. At first, I was just like, okay, what is this? What's going on? Because as a man, I like to listen to stuff that's geared towards men. men, especially black men. Like we don't have a lot of that stuff going on. Channels that are about us and stuff that we go through or just trying to improve, just geared towards black men being improved. A lot of that is geared towards black women, and it has to be filtered through that in order to get to us and all that other stuff. So when I heard about Cameron Summerlin and I listened to the material, I actually went back to the beginning to listen to his material, and he started off as a person that was about male improvement, and he was very hard and harsh on men about doing certain things so that you can become a high value man and all that. Now, how he ended up becoming more popular is because he finally opened the gates to have women come into that discussion, and once that happened, like most things, when you get women involved in stuff, it tends to become more monetized. It tends to blow up even more because they're hearing certain stuff. They're going to respond and all that. That just opens up the community to a much wider and bigger discussion.
Right.
So, no, go ahead. Somebody else wants.
No, I was just finna add on to your point because about the women. You notice when the women start coming on his show, his ratings went up, his views went up because y'all said one time, I remember when Kite said, women majority be on the internet.
Yes.
It be y'all that be making stuff go viral. The man analytics is very weak.
Yes.
And I know this because I'm trying to break into YouTube myself. So I know a man is it not worth anything, but if a whole bunch of women like it, oh my God, it's going through the
floodgates. Right, the floodgates are open once you get women involved in anything, because then we'll stop consuming.
Here's the truth about social media. Here's the truth. This is if anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying. The truth, and Alex, as a woman who has studied this social media with me this entire time, if I start not telling truth, you have the right to correct me, because you guys don't know, Alex does all the analytics on the channel. She's the one that does everything. I started it off, I learned it, and Alex learned everything else. Social media is not targeted towards males. Social media is not for males. When you guys go on any type of social media page, advertisers, all that, it is not for the male consumer. Back in, I think it was the same era where Carl's Jr. had got that lawsuit, and Carl's Jr. had got sued for their commercials being too over sexualized, right? I'll pull it up, or somebody can pull it up, but I don't know when it happened, but Carl's Jr. had to stop doing the commercials of the women eating the burgers.
Women eating the burger.
Yeah, women eating the burger with their tops open, with the stuff going out, because women felt like it was objectifying. That also, once that happened, that also started the boon of all these advertisers and these social media platforms and all these social sites started realizing that the female voice is the most powerful voice. And this is why God had to create an order of putting the man as the head and the female is next, but above the children and everybody else, is because the man is supposed to lead, but the woman who holds down the home front controls the atmosphere. So while the man's leading, he comes back home, and the woman is the one that makes the house the home. She sets the tone or the atmosphere, right? Social media knows if I want to sell a whole bunch of king size mattresses, right? I don't make a commercial of big dudes, buff dudes, small scrawny dudes laying on a king size mattress, right? Because it's, as a man watching that, I'm not going to be like, man, that really makes me want to go to get a king size mattress. Because as a man, I don't care if I got a twin bed or a king size. The main thing is, what am I sleeping on so I can go to work? But as an advertiser, What do they do when they show the king size mattresses? They show the guy, man, my wife's gonna love this. Or they show the woman, oh, my husband, you know, he needs something good. And they always show the woman in there buying it. And if they don't show the woman, it shows the man talking about how his wife needs it. Why? Because a woman runs the home front. So she's the one that's gonna be in the background that says, you know, honey, it's really time for us to get a new bed. A guy's gonna look at the bed, it can have a spring. He'd be like, man, that mattress still good. It still feel good. She's the one that's gonna say, it's time to get new furniture. It's time to get some cleaning supplies. It's time to get new shoes. It's time to get, because as men, we are geared, we will run it out. So these advertisers know that the female audience controls the internet. If females don't like
they're the highest demographic of consumerism.
Exactly. If females don't like,
so it's basic.
Oh God.
No, I was just gonna say it's basically like happy life, happy wife.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Basically.
Right.
Okay.
Prime example. Look up any celebrity. If all the men like the celebrity, right, it's good. But the second the female demographic deems that this celebrity is something that we don't need in our platform, right? You'll have the full female majority band together and they'll do their thing. But then because men, we don't want to be disconnected from the female influence, right? We don't want to have women start looking at us in a different light. You'll start noticing a lot of men, even though they like the celebrity, they all of a sudden do not like the celebrity no more. Even though you can go through their YouTube history and the dude been watching this celebrity for 8 years. Let his shorty or the girl he interested suddenly say something horrible about it. Now he gonna start being like, man, you know, I really don't like that dude either. Because social media was made for the female consumer, and because the female consumers set the wave of what we think is popular, cool, trendy, whatever, especially the black woman, right? And that's how it works.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the situation when you said that about pleasing the girl and all that, the husband pleasing the wife. I thought about the Will Smith situation with the Oscar slap, because at first Will was laughing with Chris Rock, and then when he looked at Jada and saw her not laughing, he was like, wait a minute, I got to do something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that was a good analogy. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this sounds familiar what he's saying.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, but anybody else got something to say? We can move it on. Anybody got something?
Just to tie that whole what's it called? How like consumerism works and stuff like that, and like the whole red pill talk and like with like men like development stuff like that back into the chivalry thing. That kind of just like strengthens the point that chivalry's not dead. Be like, since the world pretty much runs on like women being happy, one of the best thing to do to make a girl happy is to buy her flowers, you know, romance her.
A Stanley Cup.
Exactly, a Stanley Cup, you know.
Don't talk
Look,
about
I have definitely fallen victim to the Stanley Cup. Okay, I have one myself in like 4 colors. Okay, it's great. I love it here. All right.
Yeah, you would never want to go back drinking regular bottle of water.
We don't need a bottle of water. We have Stanley. Okay?
Let a man buy me a new air fryer, bro.
Let me get my right now.
Let a man buy me an air fryer. I'll become his wife that same day if he buy me an air fryer.
Exactly. Just like making the woman happy.
People over air fryers. It's crazy work.
I got pressed in a call one time because I was excited that I saw a Dyson vacuum in a Sims mod.
No, the fact that y'all all knew exactly
what I'm saying.
Yes,
y'all I know y'all getting old now. That's crazy.
Oh my God, Alex, I know exactly what you're talking about. I love that.
It was like, are you geeking over a Dyson? I said, yeah, I can't afford it, but at least I can have it in a video game.
The power wash simulator, you know, all those. Don't get me started. Anyways, though, since the world goes around about making women happy, that strengthens the point that chivalry is not dying or dead, because one of the best things you can do to make one happen is give them gifts, and giving someone gifts or showing that you care about them and something that they like is chivalry, guys. So
hold up. Before we continue, hold on. We gotta shout out one of the channel members, Zeus Titan. Thank you for that $20 bomb, bro. We appreciate all the super thanks and love that you and everybody and people who became members to the channel. We thank y'all. The support helps us a lot. We appreciate you guys every single time. All right, but let me back up and let the women collective talk about their Dyson vacuums. I'm gonna withdraw.
Look,
wow.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
Not the Dyson vacuums, man.
Nah,
God,
bro. Especially
Look,
an air fryer.
Yo, the air fryer,
bro.
You know the little scent beads? The scent beads? Different scent beads you can do for laundry? Yo, that gets me hyped.
Anyways, we getting off
the laundry boosters.
Yeah, bro.
Alright.
But you want to know something? You want to know something? Remember when I said? The female influence, or like the females kind of dictate and the men will kind of fall back. We just let them completely take the subject to Dyson vacuums. We let them talk about air fryers, Dyson vacuums, and all this other stuff. But what did every single dude in this call do as soon as that happened? What did we all do? We all
sigh.
We all sat back.
We don't got nothing to say. But no, I will say this though. The history of soap operas was the reason why they called it soap operas was because during the soap operas they have like cleaning supplies commercials to like promote to the housewives while they watching their soap operas. That's why they called it soap opera.
Yep.
Days of Our Lives. You feel me?
Yeah.
All my children.
Cinder, did you?
I gotta come on.
Okay, I'm gonna let because I saw you light up earlier. I thought you had something to say earlier.
Oh no, nothing really. It was just kind of like it's this whole social thing is like women are social creatures. They're just way more social than us guys. We don't do that. We just kind of like act like women are usually gonna lead us somewhere. Cause like when you in a married situation, I know you, for example, Alex is the one leading everything. She's telling you what you got to do, when you got to be there, all that shit. You just kind of like and you just follow.
Yeah, that's true. That's basically how it goes.
Until you actually need to step up and like step into something serious.
Right. I think
and that's how we should be. Hey, some people will look at you. Some people look at you and call you a simp, but it's like, well, you should simp for your wife. What?
That's because they never had no love for real. They never had no love for real. So how could they say?
I be saying nice things. Hey, I say nice things about my wife in the clip, and people be like, "Man, this dude, this dude's simping, bro."
He's only saying that because we sitting right there.
He's the craziest comment. This husband only says the things he says because his wife is sitting here. Hey, did you ever like stop to think like, what is the name of the channel? KiteZz. It's my channel, right? Who is the co-star of the channel? Alex. Who does 90% of the talking on the channel? KiteZz.
Mm-hmm. We filling in the blanks.
My wife has a lot of rhetoric that she gets from me, right? A lot of Alex's talking points, if you guys would have met Alex in 2015-16, she wouldn't talk the way she talks. But because we do so much Bible study and we are so in tune with our faith, Alex picked up things on her own. Me and Alex disagree a lot, but I'm gonna say this, Alex knows me as a person, and everybody in my squad, 2G1A and Cinder, you can say if I'm lying. Everybody knows if KiteZz has an opinion about something, I'ma say it regardless of if you wanna hear it or not. And am I lying?
True.
Nah.
True.
No.
Alex has no influence on why I say what I say. The only person who has true influence on what KiteZz says is God. Cause I genuinely I respect every human being, but nobody on this planet is influential enough for me to suddenly change my thought process and tap dance around you. Unless God, like I said, unless God come and G-check me himself, bro, I'ma just keep talking how I feel. You feel me? That's it.
I said what I said.
Yeah, they over whooping kites. Don't listen to them. They over whooping on phone them grades.
Hey, shout out to Haiti, shout out to South Africa, shout out to the UK, shout out to Netherlands, shout out to all y'all. Even if y'all don't like our channel, bro, shout out. At the end of the day, I ain't got no beef, I ain't got no smoke. I'm just a dude who has a microphone, bro. I am not your God. Don't take anything I say that serious.
And drop the mic.
That's it.
Mic drop.
Is there we are rounding up to almost 3 hours on the Flock Talk. So if somebody, and Zeus drops another $20 bomb. He dropped another $20 bomb, bro. Zeus, shout out to you, bro. Much love. And he out here in Cali, bro. Yeah, it's been 3 hours, man.
It don't feel like no 3 hours.
Dang, time really go for
It's been 3 hours? That's crazy.
Honestly.
Hey, man.
Nah, I did want to say like something. Yeah,
go ahead.
Like, just going on back to the just being a good, seeing examples like of relationships and shit. Most of the examples are fake as hell, and like the celebrity examples, like
he dropped another 20 bomb.
The recent one. Damn.
Zeus, what's Zeus? What's going on, bro?
He got paid today or something. He got paid. Today is Friday though. Today is Friday.
He dropping 20 after 20, bro. Shout out Zeus, bro. Much love, man. My fault, bro.
He got paid. He got paid.
Hey, man. But go ahead, finish your
Yeah, the most recent relationship, celebrity relationship I seen was like Ocho Cinco.
Shit!
I want to talk about that so bad. Oh my god!
Oh shit!
It hurt me.
I don't got no context. I don't know.
Yeah, what is up with that though?
I don't got no context. I just want to. I don't got context of what y'all talking about. Is there?
They got back together.
I don't know about that one, but so I would say let's save that for the next Flock Talk, so I can actually research what y'all talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't want to go into it and having I don't want to have an opinion about something and I don't even know what's going on, because at that point it's just blind talking to blind at that point. But
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I would like
to interject. Monet, what's up? Go ahead, Monet.
Okay, look. We've been talking about some great stuff, and I'm glad that I gave a good topic conversation, whatever it's called. Anyways, so I appreciate y'all talking about this, because it's honestly was just something that was kind of weighing on my mind a little bit, and it was kind of good to hear everybody's perspective on it, because I got to hear what y'all was actually saying, hear different viewpoints and all that. So I appreciate y'all for being like-minded, intellectual individuals.
Hey, shout out to everybody. Shout out to y'all for being
intellectuals.
Shout out. Yeah,
exactly.
I would like to say something though, like that.
Hold on, I'm not finished, my good.
Oh, dang, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sister. Dang, I'm sorry.
Put the gun away. Put the gun away.
Hold on. Unload the clip. Hold up. Anyways, so I didn't get a chance to do it last time, and I had permission to do it, so I'm gonna shameless plug myself.
Shameless plugging mid Flock Talk is crazy work.
Please do the same.
Bro. Give me a follow on YouTube.
Shameless plug, come on.
Please do the shameless plug.
Help us sister out. Help us.
Another $20 bomb by Zeus, bro.
What is it?
He dropped $80 in one stream, dog.
Zeus. $80 is crazy.
Matter of fact, I'm about to
he's a member.
I'm about to shameless he's
plug
a member.
Zeus,
Shout
bro.
out Zeus.
My
Yeah, you need a shameless plug too.
Hey, I'm trying to be like you, big bro. Put me on, bro. Put me on.
I'm gonna follow you though, Major Monet. I'm
Thank
gonna follow
you.
you for sure.
Thank you.
We got to support our people.
Shameless plugging. Exactly.
Yeah.
I got 13 subscribers. I'm trying to get it up there.
Nah, bro. We need you at 2,000 at least.
I'm sorry, my one Amazon Prime subscription goes to Kite. I'm sorry.
Hey,
So does mine.
my hands is up. My hands is up. My hands is up. My hands is up.
We appreciate donations. We appreciate donations, but don't ever give out of necessity. Don't ever give out of necessity, but we do appreciate the donations.
Yeah. Because we know it could be hard. That's why we do it for sure.
Hey, before I get
Everybody accept my cash.
I do want to say something after Smiley though.
Okay.
Yeah, I just really wanted to say, like, this whole because the first episode, I remember the day. It was December 7th, 2023. The first episode, and these last 10 months been crazy. It exposes everything, even how Tinder work, even how all these dating apps work. It exposed everything within the black community of dating. And y'all have been great at like keeping up with it and reacting to it. Like you and Tippendale, even though the last dude said Tippendale be kind of crazy. Dang, he dropped another one. That's crazy.
Zeus, brother, Zeus.
That is crazy work, man.
I don't want you to be. I don't want you to be throwing money out of like if you got a shorty and she monitor your account. I don't want her to look up and be like, who the freak is Google Pay? You feel me? I love you, dog.
Getting them blessings tonight. How you getting them blessings?
You feel me?
Nah, but I appreciate everybody for like at least embracing each other, and like even though we have different views and come from different backgrounds and stuff, we could still agree to disagree, even though we wasn't really disagreeing. We was all really saying the same thing, just from different ways, because there's different ways to skin a cat, you know. And the thing of it is, like, I just appreciate y'all for staying on top of it and just being consistent, because consistency is the key. Because I know it can be hard to be a content creator with the hacking and going back and forth with people, and y'all not just beta males, or y'all not taking people's side. Y'all are very neutral and straight to the point. And that's what I like about y'all. It be totally different. Reacting to you and Tippendale. I'm going to put him in there too. You feel me? Like,
he just dropped another one and said, "This one's from my wife."
Nah,
Shout out, wifey.
He don't got no wife, bro. Nah, bro. He making me feel bad.
I'm about to be a member now.
Bro, he making me feel bad.
I need to
be a member. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Hey man, you know it's crazy. I've never been in all my years of content, I've never received a blessing that big in all these years of content. I'm not even gonna lie. So Zeus, I appreciate you, especially since me and you haven't even ever had a conversation. You just watch videos. So, and you know what? I don't want to let it overshadow, because God has blessed me and Alex through everything, no matter what it is. It means a lot to us. And even you guys, that the people that watch the video and they don't even like the video, they just watch the video, it means a lot, because we could be these channels that put out hundreds and thousands of videos and get, 50 views, 20 views, because not even last year we was that channel. You feel me? So I really appreciate y'all, even y'all that came on this Flock Talk being respectful. Nobody came out trying to do nothing sinister. I don't even care if y'all plug y'all channels. Like I told y'all, Flock Talk is supposed to be, I want to create a community of content creators that we can all respect each other and just, hey, as long as we fear God together, we work together. I don't care what we do together. You feel me? So
and not to cut you off too, but we could become the new AMP, or we could, you feel me, help each other out, man. Like, why not? They get lit, we could get lit too. You feel
Let's
me?
get them a God.
Real time. Real time.
Right. Right. And you don't have to be a content creator to be a part of Flock Talk or 2G1A or anything like that. Like we open the doors to everybody just to get to know y'all and like hang out with y'all and share different opinions and perspectives and stuff like that. So we here.
Prime
we
example.
Here for the ride.
Prime
as long
example.
as y'all with us.
He over there stunting with his tank top on right now. But the homeboy at the top.
Leave me alone, bro. I just came home from work.
But
leave me alone.
Homeboy at the top, he a book writer. He writes books, bro.
Yes, very good.
Like it's like
he
don't got to drop a video.
I'm thinking about starting a channel myself soon. Like once the school is over, I'm just busy right now.
Do it. I got a knife in my hand. What am I really doing? Like
I don't know what you've been doing.
Is that a threat, bro?
Crash out and go and see a villain arc. That's what you about to do.
I don't know what you doing.
Where did I get this?
I think that's supposed to be a threat.
Where did I even get this?
But those of y'all that wanna,
why he throwing
those of y'all that wanna be creators and stuff, don't you know? Those of y'all that want to be creators and stuff, just go for it. Like the longer you sit and wait on it, the more there's other channels already doing what you're aspiring to do. Just go for it. If you need help or you don't have knowledge in something, you got to take the time to study it. You got to take the time to apply it, try it, and test it out. Nothing beats a fail but a try. And a lot of people on the last Flock Talk, y'all said y'all wanted to learn how to do certain things. There's a tab in the Discord. I'm gonna help people with analytics, SEO. I learned from KiteZz. He taught me, and I took it a step further, and I started to study it for myself, just so that he doesn't have to do all the extra stuff. You know,
he dropped
that he don't need to do
another one. He has dropped another one.
Going crazy, bro. He a millionaire at this point. He got.
I just want to say before I roll up out of here. It's been a pleasure chopping up with everybody in here. I hope we keep this going. Keep doing this, having these good intellectual conversations on a nice platform with a bunch of great people. Definitely shout out to KiteZz channel. Keep doing all the Pop the Balloon. You and Alex, y'all doing wonderful big things. Anybody else on here that's trying to do content or whatever, I hope everybody just keep prospering and all that. I will definitely join this again.
We're gonna try to do this every week.
Yeah, we need to, cause this like therapy for some people, for real. Like this, this is what we need to talk about.
My fault, Poet.
I always appreciate that. Yeah, no, I just always appreciate, the open forum, just having open conversations like this with a bunch of different minds. Everybody just we can agree to disagree, or we can just have different point of views. Like you said, there's different ways to skin a cat. I mean, we just chop it up, have open dialogue, and definitely expand our mind. We all intelligent people with different point of views. So I'm about to get up out of here, and I hope everybody has a good and great weekend. And I'll be back.
Hey, we thank you for coming out.
One,
bro. We thank you for joining us tonight, man.
Much love, no Diddy, man.
Much love.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Oh no. Don't buy baby oil.
Hey, yo.
Oh, what?
And with that, I gotta leave too. I gotta get up in the morning. Gotta kind of get to appearance.
Hey.
I enjoyed the soul food that we had this evening.
Yes, sir.
About everything. And
take care, man.
For the thought, food for the soul. And man, y'all laugh along the way too.
Yes, sir.
way it goes. He was laughing. But either way, I'll bid y'all adieu.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care.
He dropped another one. Zeus. Zeus.
Oh my
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
1, 2,
I
3,
I'm just stand
4,
around and see how much
5,
money you
6,
drunk.
7, 8. He dropped $160. Zeus,
Wow.
you are going
Hey, now you give
crazy.
that's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know what that? You know how much that
That's
is? That's
Thanksgiving.
enough for me to go to Winco and get a free turkey after spending $126.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, y'all.
Yep.
Y'all breaking the bank
That's
already.
Thanksgiving.
Into it.
We gonna get that free turkey this year.
What?
Gotta get that free.
Actually, we can't,
turkey.
Alex, because I don't know if you just looked at your phone, but apparently there's a fire right next to the Winco, so that's not gonna happen. I just got the notification like 5 minutes ago.
Can't have nothing. All right.
Yeah.
I
just saw it right
can't
now.
have nothing.
Don't worry, another turkey will show up.
Yeah,
That was
man.
funny, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Another turkey.
It's turkeys down
Ask
every
me
day.
how we're
You hear?
I don't even think that's what turkey sounds like.
All right, so we're gonna start wrapping it up. I want to say Goddess just joined the chat. Go ahead and if you have something to say, now is your chance. Because I know you didn't get to speak today, but I'm putting you on the spotlight.
I know I missed most of the conversation, but I wanted to say, I forgot who was adding on about the level of respect that everyone has for each other. I agree. I feel like this is a great outlet to just come on and speak with like-minded individuals. And I appreciate everything that you guys are doing too. I feel like you said, it is kind of like therapy in a sense, but it's also refreshing because, you know, sometimes you feel like you can't talk to certain people like at work or, you know, just in general. So I really enjoyed listening to everybody's input tonight, and I hope next week I can add on more to your conversation. So
yeah. Yep, we're gonna try to go back to Thursday. We're gonna try to go back to Thursday.
Yes, definitely.
And y'all said something in this video that y'all just dropped, like, just because they was in foster care don't mean they real family is who they would support, you know, who support them. Right. And like when Kite said that really like touched my heart, because it's like he 100% right when he said that, because it's like family is the people that's around you. Like how God has said, it's like-minded people. Right. And like we very respectful, you know, and we, even though we come from different walks of life and experience different things, we all could go the same places together, you know?
Damn, that's deep.
For real, it is, my brother. No doubt.
God damn.
That's so true, because it's like sometimes people in your family that you feel like you're supposed to be close to and have that relationship with is the complete opposite. And it's sad because you're supposed to be there for each other, you know, as a family, and it's hard when you feel like there's not a connection or relationship there. So yeah, I agree. It's really good to see, like, especially people of color too, like just coming together, and you know, everything is just peaceful and you don't feel like you're out of touch or out of place, but you feel like you can relate to one another, and that's what's really good about it.
Yep. Zeus, I'm gonna have to take your card or something, bro. He just threw a 50 bomb.
Zeus, I don't see anything
my
in my
gosh.
At the end of this conversation, you
50
gonna have
bomb is
$500.
crazy.
Right. He must have paid all the bills for him.
Right, the 50 bomb turned Alex into a ghost. Alex started disappearing from this plane of existence.
Y'all don't got to worry about rent ever again. I know Cali high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the really scary part. It's like,
high, bro.
Bro, Zeus, shout out to you. Matter of fact, shout out to you and your wife, bro. Hopefully, matter of fact, I would prefer you be on the next Flock Talk and you get to talk your talk, man, because My Lord, he throwing it like a. He said the aura. His aura radiating through the. His aura radiating through the screen.
He's throwing it like.
Hey,
like a strip club.
Zeus, can y'all adopt a 30-year-old black man?
Oh my god.
What about a 24-year-old black man?
She said,
black woman.
She said, Zeus, my birthday is December 28th, by the way.
My birthday is January 19th. It's actually coming up. Hey.
This is the 19th. That's crazy.
Yeah, my birthday is December 19th. No, December 19th.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
We all born in the fall? That's crazy.
I was born
When's your birthday?
I was born in the summer.
Winter.
Same.
Are you a Cancer?
Oh, so.
That's it right though.
I'm sorry, not the Zodiac.
Not the Zodiac.
Yes.
That's crazy, bro. I'm acting like the women on the show.
Hey, somebody said Zeus is the official sponsor of today's Flock Talk. Hey, bro, he's sponsored from now on, bro. Hey, it's Flock Talk sponsored by Zeus. Susie, who is Zeus? It's Zeus Titan TV.
You got to put him in the logo now.
I'm about to just put him. He about to be the logo. This is gonna be his profile picture. Just post. Nah, but I appreciate it. I thank everybody for coming out to this Flock Talk. I will say this Discord is still open. So what you guys can do, even when this Flock Talk stuff ends, you guys can start fellowshipping with each other, talking to each other. We have all these audio channels you can join in and just have a conversation. I know me and Alex haven't been in there in these calls a lot. It's just because life has been hitting us pretty crazy. But we're gonna start making more appearances in there. That way you guys can, collaborate, work together, do all that. So make sure you guys end the Discord. I want to thank everybody that watched the stream today. I'm not sure if the next one's gonna be live, because as you guys know, when it comes to these YouTube live things, YouTube has whooped our tail every single time. We only did it live today because we understood that you guys all were waiting for it Thursday, but the power situation, and we didn't think a lot of people were gonna remember or have time to jump in on Friday. So at least if we do the live, people that didn't know can see the notification a little bit better. But I thank you guys. I pray that God bless y'all. Make sure you guys read your word, drink your water. You feel me? And hey, man, all this stuff that's happening in our country and all that, listen, give it to God, man. There's nothing we can do about it. Just let God do his thing. Y'all ain't gotta. He dropped another 50 in the middle of the outro. Zeus.
That's crazy work.
What?
His name must be Zeus Network with all that money.
I know, right?
He a baddie at this point. He's a baddie. Baddie West Coast. You feel me?
Hey, shout out to you
Chris
also.
Rock.
To the people, I gotta say this, to the people that have been waiting on the Walking Dead stuff, I understand. That's on us.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming,
all right? My fault. Yeah, my fault.
All right.
I be recording and I be like, we be recording videos and be like, all right, cool. And then the Walking Dead been sitting there in the corner and we ain't touched it, but that's on us. Tomorrow there will be a Walking Dead. I promise y'all that. There will be a Walking Dead tomorrow.
And I'm glad y'all keep on doing that too, because and don't let the numbers discourage y'all, because
I love the
because just because the most popular thing on y'all channel is Pop the Balloon, we not just there to see Pop the Balloon. We there for y'all. We want to make that be known,
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And I'm speaking for everybody, you feel me? Don't let that just keep on posting more, like the Jack TV with the podcast, and she was manipulating the dude for not cheating on him. We love that. You get what I'm saying? And I thought Jack. So wait, I got a question though. So Jack TV, his stuff is actually real?
Yes.
You said the girl comment on the
here, I'll bring it up before we even end it off. I'll bring it up to show y'all real quick. The chick that was,
I thought his stuff was fake.
We did too, but the chick came to the video and actually was like, "No, this really happened to me." So
it could be reenactments. They could be reenactments of certain things.
Let me
but
find.
Yeah, that particular video, she said it was real.
Yeah, cause I'm like, I know some of his videos be fake. Ain't no way.
Hello.
So this girl right here, if you guys can see it on the screen, this was the girl that was in the Jack TV episode where she found out her man was doing things with another man. So she actually
that was real. Oh my god.
Yeah. She actually came to our comments and confirmed. She said no, like this really happened to me, and she also gave us a little bit more information about like the guy that she mentioned in the video before and all that. So this really happened to her. So the Jack TV, it's hard because we have like Jack TV and we have UDY, and UDY kind of sometimes be feeling scripted, but yeah, this one
completely fake their stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
So she been going on she been going on other channels that have been reacting, and she been letting people know like, no, like this genuinely happened to me. So it's like,
where did that happen?
This video, we dropped this video.
So where was they located? Where was that at?
Oh, we don't even know.
I think
it's in the video.
Houston or something like that.
Yeah, I think he in Houston. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And into that video before I ended off, I'm ending off on this. We still never found out who that old dude was driving his whip.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
I was like, I was thrown off too. Like, what the?
Man, that was crazy, right?
I'm still trying to figure it.
But yeah, we gonna pack it up. Alex, is there anything else you would like to say, my lovely wife?
No. I appreciate y'all for being here yet again. Good conversations, good topics. Everybody has good energy. Everybody that's watching live, join the Discord. It be, we're gonna be here a little bit more often in the voice calls and stuff like that. And as far as like people that aspire to do content creation and all that other kind of stuff, I will be hosting our first like group session to get to talking about content. So if you want to listen in or you want to be a part of that, join the Discord. If you're curious about certain things, join the Discord. We have a lot of safe spaces in the Discord. So even though this is a place where everybody got to vent and talk about what they wanted to talk about, we have safe spaces in the Discord for you to vent and all that kind of stuff. A lot of our members are very open and they're cool. They can help you out if you have any questions. And yeah, we appreciate all the love and support. It really does mean a lot to us because it's hard out here. Also,
Alex wants to do a Love is Blind watch party with y'all because I know some of y'all was asking for it. The reason why we haven't put the Love is Blind stuff on the channel is because I don't watch it and YouTube will strike it. So that's why the only thing we can do is like how we're doing a video right now, right? That's the only way we can do it, where we just talk about it and we have like a small thing of it, but we can't watch it. You get what I'm saying? But Alex did say she wants to do stuff where if you guys want to have a watch party, y'all can have a watch party in the Discord. If she did make content, it would just be her by herself on it. I don't know what's happening in Love is Blind. I can't keep up. I saw one thing, the chick was about to get married, and then literally the next scene, the dude got caught cheating in the next scene after, and I'm just like, what the freak happened in 35 seconds? But it's just like, you feel me? But there's more stuff, man. Also, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the shameless plugs. Go check out you guys. Yeah, go check out Nay's channel. Go check out Poetical, his Instagram, he put dash Pisces _2_put_it_nicely. You feel me? Shout out to all my 2G1A dudes that are in here. Shout out to Khalil, shout out Meme Cinder. I thank you, brother, for even doing this because I know you be really chilling, bro. Yeah, but hey, shout out to my man Cinder. I'll be around
more often. Like, yeah, y'all see me more.
Hey, go check out his book, Cinder. Don't forget, when I post this video, go plug your book, bro. Hey, shout out to Code, twitch.tv/spooky2code. Yep. If y'all want to plug y'all stuff, when y'all launch the video, make sure y'all send it, and I'll be sure to plug everybody's respective things on the video when I post it, because the stream, I'm gonna It's not gonna monetize. It'll still be up if y'all really want to watch it, but I'm gonna put the cut version and all that in there. But I love y'all. Shout out Zeus. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you and your family, man. Love y'all. All right, bye. Peace out, everybody.
Shout out Rollo.
Shout out Rollo. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. Next time, remember, next week, same place.
Yes.
Just we gonna do it on Thursday, unless something happens. But Thursday is the Flock Talk time. Did you guys like 5 o'clock, or did you guys want to go push it back to 6? Because we started at 5 today. For the East Coast, that means 8 o'clock. We started at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that should be good. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 cool.
Better for me.
Okay, so
yeah, 5 cool.
Same time, same place. Hopefully more people tune in and join the conversation. Thank you to everybody that was in the live stream. God bless you. Remember, Yeshua Messiah is Lord. If everybody's telling you otherwise, hey man, it ain't coming from us. All right, y'all.